Party people, let me see you now. Throw your hands up, yeah. We got the good rhymes, we're making the good times. We're taking over your mind and we're getting the good vibes. Now you're telling me don't stop the melody. Good times ahead of me, yeah. We got the good rhymes, we're making the good times. We're taking over your mind and we're getting the good vibes. Now you're telling me don't stop the melody. Good times ahead of me, yeah. We got the, yeah. Party people, let me see you now. Throw your hands up. We got the good rhymes, we're making the good times. We're taking over your mind and we're getting the good vibes. Now you're telling me don't stop the melody. Good times ahead of me, yeah. We got the good rhymes, we're making the good times. We're taking over your mind and we're getting the good vibes. Now you're telling me don't stop the melody. Good times ahead of me, yeah. We got the good rhymes, we're making the good times. We're taking over your mind and we're getting the good vibes. Now you're telling me don't stop the melody. Good times ahead of me, yeah. We got the good rhymes.
God damn it. I always try to no, it's me. It's me. I'm muted. I always try to keep the microphone off so that I don't like hit it while I don't know. Anyways, I come in with the stream off and I just start talking. Anyways, long story short, I do like charades. Listen. We had my sister's graduation party this weekend. Sometimes you get to party, and sometimes the party gets to you. You don't get to pick. And, it was a party. I am reminded once again that I am not 21. I am not 22. I'm not 27. This bitch is 41, and she is tired. She is tired. But I'll tell you, if you've ever been in a long-term relationship or, just you go through ebbs and flows, right? And hi, Flux. Flux, I need to talk to you outside of stream. I've been listening to the Alex Murdaugh trial. I have a couple ideas for you. Anyways, long story short, if you're ever in a long-term relationship, with anybody, with friends, with, a marriage, with a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is, situationship, you know that there's ebbs and flows. And an ebb, is an ebb a bad one? I don't know. Either way, me and my husband and my kids have been on the up. And we have just been flying. Our marriage is good. The house is good. The kids are good. Life is good. And I've just been so extremely happy lately and so extremely grateful. And we got my sister, through everything that she's been through in this past year. We got her through school. She's got herself through school, right? She did it with a 4.0 GPA. She graduated. She's happy. She loves it here. We love her. And I celebrated too hard on Saturday. Bacon Bears became Blackout Bear. And, sometimes, every once in a while, Frank the Tank joins the party. And you can't control it. And it just, it is what it is. But me and my sisters were together and we were having the best time. And my kids were having the best time. And, you know, what's that Toby Keith song? I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. So, Blackout Bear. So, me and my girlfriend Candace, when we were in our 20s, we were laying, it was like 4 a.m. We're laying somewhere just hungover. And we were like saying something about Care Bears. And she was like, because my name is Bear. It's been Bear my whole life. And she was like, if you were a Care Bear, you'd be Natural Disaster Bear. So that's what they started calling me when I started drinking a little too much. Listen, okay? I had my husband and I got up at 6:40 in the morning. We went on a 4-mile walk. We came home. I had a fat ass breakfast because I knew I wasn't going to have lunch. And then everybody's running around. We're getting ready for the party. We're doing our, little appetizers. We're decorating. We got the music going. And my husband brings up a drink. It's like 2:00. All right, we're going to eat soon, right? Nope. Did not eat soon. Did not eat. Liquid calories the whole night. And I've started drinking these things called Surfsides. And when I tell you that Surfsides are maybe the most delicious thing on the planet, yeah, they were good. They were good. And it's just, I am who I am. But it's funny because it's, drinking but no eating. It's funny because I am who I am normally. But take what you see on stream when I'm up and we're having a good time, right? That's where I usually idle, okay? Take that and then put it on meth. That's what I'm like when I drink. I want to hug, I want to dance, I want to party, I want to touch, I want to hold, I want to kiss. I just love the world when I drink. I just want to love everybody and touch everybody. Did I pay for it? I'm still paying for it because I'm 41 years old. I am lay tired. I will need to do a drinking stream. No. All right. Anyways, long story short, I know the Surfsides are so good. Long story short, good morning. Yes. Good morning to live crew. Plan B, put a little pill emoji in the chat. Oh, so I might be a little low energy today, but that's where I'm at. Okay. I did not I had every intention of making the fundraiser. Glad I didn't. Oh, you seem like that type of person already, so I can imagine you on booze. Yeah, it's like me at 1,000. And it's a difficult adjustment. Yeah, I'm a happy drinker. I'm just so happy. I just want to hug and kiss everybody. So, in Fiverr be thy name. All right, so I didn't join the fundraiser. I put my phone down, and that's something too that I've really been trying to do when I'm offline because I spend so much of my time on stream is I've been putting my phone down and I've been enjoying my kids and my husband and my life, and I've been having the best time. So I put my phone down and I couldn't find it. And that was great. And I know the fundraiser happened. I had every intention of being there. I'm really glad I didn't pick up my phone because some things are meant for private. The things I learned from the fundraiser stream, Laura told Mike she was pregnant after she hadn't had sex. That's when he realized they were all fake. And Mike's sister had stage 4 cancer. Was Mike there? Also, they made an incredible amount of money. I think I saw on Twitter they made $14,000, which is amazing. Hello. Okay. Bears Low Energy is my on. Sounds like Dominican Republic, where it's always drinky time. Hell yeah. Do I still have time for, you know what? I don't have to have the energy because we have one of these. Because that's what we do. We tell Laura to go to trial. Laura Owens. Do it, do it. We believe you. Tell your story. Go to trial. You're not a liar. We believe you. Do it, do it. Hey, Laura Owens. Go to trial. We believe you. Everybody else is lying. Go to trial. Laura Owens, you can do it. We believe you. Llama, Winks, Mama, Lady on other behind-the-scenes people, those donated items on the panel, and everyone that donated. It was wonderful. I believe they got Mike over $100,000, which I think is fantastic. But I do want, yes, okay. So I actually have been talking to Stir Crazy before the stream today, and she was telling me about it, and she gave me a timestamp. So I'm going to take a look at that before we go into today's. Hold on. Let me go and find their stream. And then we're going to go into it because I saw part of that on Twitter. And I opened it and I was so I don't remember a lot from Saturday, but I do remember opening Twitter, seeing Laura Owens in front of a green screen, watching 2 minutes of it and cracking up. So of all of my blacked out memories, that is one I have. If you can't watch the entire fundraiser, the 30 or 40 minutes with the video studio owner is probably a must watch. Hi, Stevie. How are you? The outtakes were a new tidbit. Okay. Yeah, the surf sides are so good. Hi, Bella's mom. All right. Let me see. Let me go to true crime and wine time here. Okay, here's the fundraiser. Yo! That is loud. I am so sorry. Okay, so they gave me look at how good they are. Damn it. Look at they got what are they called? Chapters. They're all organized and shit. Okay, Susan Wood is the one that we need to see. So let's go here. Who's on screen? We got Buffy, Llama, Echoes, Hey Rob, Jeep Daddy, Ducky, and Bruce. All right, let me make myself small here. I'm up here. I'm going to take the chat down just so we can get a fuller screen. And then we're going to go ahead and watch. There is more that will probably be produced. She's a hoot, lover personality. Hell yeah. Even if no voice. Laura will probably complain that people were just watching the outtakes to make fun of her. But the outtakes are interesting. Okay. All right. So, in the World Cup games. Hell yeah. Hi, AJ. How are you? Okay, so let's get started. We'll watch this first. And
I hope she's ready. There she is. So we have on special guest Susan Wood. Susan, are you there?
Oh, she's down here.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good.
Hi. So nobody knows that you were going to be here tonight. Also, we can all thank Just Jen for this connection because I had made a joke and she made it happen.
Do I need to put on my camera?
What? Oh, hold on. Is it locked? Also, Pork Chop has been here for the past 3 days. Oh, look at you. You look so pretty. Why are you so pretty? Hi, guys. You want to say hi? I did. Again? Hi, guys. Hi, Jacob. Okay, so you never actually see Susan, so I'll be all right if she's here. All right, that's fine. All right, go away. No, we're watching TED Talks. Bye, guys. Everybody says, hey, pork chop. Hi, Toadette. Hello, everyone. Such a bad actress. All right, well, let's see. Let's see what we're working with here. You look beautiful. Okay.
Or something.
You can if you want to, babe, or you don't have
Somebody
to.
said, pork chop, where you been, Loca? Girl got a tan. Must be the tequila. Oh my God, not go away. Hi, sister pork chop. Good pork chop, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Kim. Okay, bye.
It's
I'm not
fine.
sure where it goes. How you
Oh,
do it.
that's fine. Don't worry
Okay,
about it.
Whatever.
We're just here for the party anyway. It's
Okay.
fine. So why don't you tell everyone who you are and why you're here today?
Well, thanks for the build-up. I don't think I'm that exciting, but
You are.
anyway, back in November 2021, Laura came to my studio to record the TED Talk. And
Now that they have Susan, do they have an opportunity to take this down? Because this is where she recorded it. But do they have the opportunity to take it down then? Because look at Bruce's face. Bruce is in shock. Bruce, did you know this was coming?
so I didn't know her. You know, we have a studio in Scottsdale, and people would come and do their things. So she came for 4 days. She had the script written, but she had to keep redoing it. So did you show the video yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
So we didn't really film too much of the outtakes with us just chatting, but she told me quite a bit. And I,
Okay.
her story was very compelling. She was probably one of the nicest clients we ever had at the studio. She was so polite and thank you, thank you, thank you. She paid us. I mean, everything was cool. I had no idea. And then I used to watch Dave Neal because I've been a Bachelor
Winks, I
fan
love
since
that.
the beginning. And he has this black silhouette and this woman that's accusing Jason, what's his name?
Clayton.
Clayton.
Yeah.
So he's got this black silhouette of this woman. And then one day I'm watching his show and I see the TED Talk. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it was her that was accusing him. And then I realized all that stuff she said was just a lie. And is anything true? Was there really a note that this lady on the plane gave her? I mean, what was true? Was there anything true? And the one thing I thought was telling, yesterday I spent a couple hours going through all the recordings where she says, oh, he was just not smart. So it really sounded like she was victimizing him.
Mm-hmm. Yes. It
Sounds about
One
right.
more time. So sorry.
Oops, sorry. Hold on. It's playing somewhere, but I'm not ready for it yet. Oh, I forget how to share this audio here. Sorry, I did not mean to interrupt you there with the video. I don't know what I did. Sorry, Susan. Continue on. I'm sorry. Why is it doing that?
I feel like the words.
There
No.
it is.
I'm confused as to why, if this is a story, and let me tell you, as somebody who's lived with trauma, right, and somebody who's been in some very serious situations, some very situations that sit with you. For example, at the party, when somebody had brought up Pork Chop's wedding, and they found out that she wasn't getting married and that she wasn't engaged anymore and whatever, and we recounted the whole story, me and her. Let me tell you, on Saturday, I was shit-faced, okay? That was the poorest showing I've had in a long time. And even shit-faced, I could recall every single detail and every single moment, and it took me 30 minutes to tell that story. And what's interesting to me is the tidbits that I did see about this is you have a, quote, victim in a story, right? Something very traumatic who lived this story, and yet it takes you so long to tell it. And that's the thing is, when you go back to those moments, it's not just the story, right? It's about having a feeling. It's about the smells. It's about the environment. It's about, you can see it, you can hear it, you can feel it again. Like, that's the thing is, when I was telling the story about my sister and the mom and we got into the fight, somebody was telling, they're like, whoa, chill, man. Chill, like you're screaming. And I'm like, I'm just so fucking amped again. Like it took me, every time I tell that story, it just takes me to a place. And there are certain times in my life, it doesn't matter if they happened 10 years ago, it doesn't matter if they happened 30 minutes ago. When you tell those stories and you put yourself back in that environment, for a lot of people, when they truly are victims, it ends up re-victimizing again, right? Like you live this again. You don't need time. You don't need takes. You don't need, to make sure. One of the things that I saw that was on Twitter, what did she say? I don't know. I was drunk, but it was like, I felt like I didn't, almost like I wasn't selling it the way that I wanted to. Like I wasn't getting my point across. But if you're truly in those moments and you're truly feeling those feelings, there's nothing to sell. This isn't a QVC ad. This is something that you allegedly lived through, firsthand experience. There's nothing to sell. Right, you relive it. I'm very passionate. When she says she has to think about why those moments are meaningful because she's told the story so many times. No, there is none of that. Like it's yesterday. Exactly. You'll never need a script. The point of the forensic analysis of the laptop is not that we are figuring out what claims are true or false. In some cases we can, but in general, the point is that there's inconsistency here through the whole thing. I'd be yelling with you. I vividly recall to the moment, right? And you're just, you transport to that place again. And two, there might be some times, when you're so far removed from it, or I talk about stories so many times that I get sick of telling them, right? And I'm the type of person that will beat a fucking dead horse until I'm tired of it. And then I'm like, I'm good. I don't want to talk about this anymore. But you never forget. It's more of a healing thing. Like you're like, all right, I'm beyond this. Like I may talk about things that happened in my childhood or in my 20s, that I could talk about them a lot more calmly, or I can have a sense of humor about them now. But you don't forget. But there's never a time where I'm like, I need to refer to my notes or my script, or I know I'm telling you this story, but I'm not conveying it the way that I think it should be conveyed. And that's very odd to me. Experience doesn't need a script. Hey, Colleen, how are you? I can remember the light and the smell more easily than I can even put words to what happened. You don't have to make sure you get it right. You just say it. Not enough emotion. Not defending Laura, but if you're recording something that is going to be out there as a professional presentation, you would want a script. You don't just want to ramble. And that's a good point. However, the script should be there, right? I have a teleprompter for all my long form commentary, right? Except for when I'm on stream, because I go off on tangents. Completely understandable. And that script should be there to guide you to where it is that you're going. But I don't think to recap certain points in the script because you're not telling them correctly. Does that make sense? I hope I'm conveying what I'm saying properly. I don't question using a script, but she would have been practiced enough to come in ready in the script well without taking it 4 days. Well, and sometimes with a script too, you just get into the moment, man, because you're there again. Hi, Becca. You would think a radio person podcaster would know that you have to prepare for it in advance. I have retold a traumatic story many times because it's crossed the threshold to where it became funny, but I feel myself teleport back in my body when I retell it, even if I giggle now. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I tell stories and I feel nothing because I'm over it, and that's okay. But I find it weird. Like, even if I was telling somebody a story, to put myself in a position to act out certain points of my story is odd to me. Hi, Tootsies. Therapist on the podcast with Laura Jan. The therapist was trying to sympathize, relate, but it became awkward, cringe-worthy to hear Laura share her supposed experience. Interesting. Smart after all those gagging texts. She's hyping how awesome he is, and I really hated her even more. I think you may need a general list of bullet points of your concern. You may leave out the important points, right? 4 days worth of script, I think is weird. To me, a script should be an outline to include all. The rest should be organic. Well, you would think that the rest would be. We love your transparency. It always seems cathartic for you and genuine to me. Thank you. But just to keep you on the right, just to keep you on the path, right? But when you're feeling something this traumatic, and that's the thing. I can recall a moment where I was in a violent situation, and he wasn't my boyfriend at the time. We were broken up. He was my ex-boyfriend. And I was staying at his house because my mom had kicked me out of my house, and I was in between my mom's house and an apartment. I can speak on that experience, and maybe that's something I'll do in a members only live. I can speak on that experience from a place that doesn't affect me with feelings now, right? I don't hurt the same way anymore as when I was closer to that situation. And it's just so far removed from me. But that's not a story that I would tell you if we were sitting across from each other, or that's not a story that I would tell you on screen and then say, I'm sorry, I'm not, there's not enough emotion here. It's okay if there's not enough emotion. Your story can still be impactful without the emotion. You can still be healed without a display of not everything has to be a show. And I think that's what bothers me the most is everything's a show. Oh my God, I missed so much chat. I'm so sorry. Go up there and talk for 20 minutes, but don't say anything. Thanks, everybody. I love to crochet, but trust me. What are we talking about? To have experienced a few traumatic events, you remember every damn detail 3 days ago or 30 years ago, you remember. Yeah, and I mean, some things might slip your mind, or the story might evolve in some way, right? Because you're looking at it with a different brain, right? I was 23 at the time. I'm looking at it from a 41-year-old brain. I'm looking at it from a brain who has a daughter now, a brain who has a son now. So I see that same event, but differently, if that makes sense. But I know exactly what happened. I know exactly how we got there. I know exactly what led up to it, how it ended. But I find it odd if I'm telling you the story and I feel like I have to work up emotions for it. It's okay if you don't. That's okay. Behind the scenes is so telling. Are we covering the blooper TEDx? I also don't want to sound like dad, but we all deal with trauma in different ways. And someone not reacting to trauma like I do doesn't mean they haven't suffered trauma. Also, yes. But I just don't, for her, right? And we've talked about this a lot. She acts, in my opinion, she acts how she thinks she's supposed to act. And if her story were true, she could still get in front of this green screen with no emotion, right? No tears in her eyes, no shaky voice, no show. And a true story would still hit the same way without the show of it. And that's the thing that bothers me. One of the auctions items was incredible. Oh, okay. People act like, what trips me out is that people act like you only have one perspective. Such a good point. As you mature in life, you can access the memory and reflect on it differently. Zaddy Jack with the words of wisdom. Hi, Allie. There are so many things I've seen Laura say now that makes me think she thinks she's on reality TV. She is the main character. Absolutely. Absolutely. I saw this in the fundraiser live. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. In trauma, my mind purge So does my mom's. I cannot tell people detailed narrations of what happened, but I don't try, and I don't invent what I cannot remember. Right. I mean, I even told you here when we were talking when I was with Pork Chop, I'm like, I blacked out. There are certain things that I said or I didn't say, and then I'd be like, oh, this came back to me. Because you just get in those moments. You can tell she's acting. I truly can't remember my stories. I have very small details, but couldn't possibly tell you the whole story in my brain. Yeah, and sometimes that happens too. How is she always pretending to feel what other people are supposed to feel? I have endured a lot of traumatic and scary things in my life. I mostly deal with it through sarcasm and humor. I really don't cry much anymore. And that's okay too. I don't cry a ton when I talk about things. But you know what's fucked up is sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll be talking about something and I'm like, why am I crying? Like, why the fuck am I crying right now? And that's what mood stabilizers are for. Holler. It's all coming back to me now, right? It's all coming back to me. When something feels performative, it's hard to ignore. Right. All right, let's watch. I'm sorry, friends.
Okay, there it is. Do you mind if we just play this real quick and then we can all talk about it some more? Is that okay with you, Susan?
Oh, good. They changed it. I'm like right in the way here.
Yes? Okay. All right, so this is the outtakes she has put together.
I can't hear you. I don't know if anyone else can.
Oh.
I can.
I can.
Click your mic off and on, but she can't hear me say that. So.
Hi, Pop-Tart.
I'll put it in the comments.
Can Susan hear Can Susan hear you guys? This happened earlier to someone too.
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
Oh no. Oh boy.
Okay.
I could hear. Oh, now I can. Okay.
You can hear somebody?
Llama,
I was
can
gonna
you
say-
rewind the video?
Maybe it's
Okay,
lagging.
now I got you now.
You good? Okay. Well, let's play
Can
this.
you rewind it?
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay.
Let's watch this
No,
quick
no, I
outtake. Interesting. Well, we'll play this and then I think it might be taking away her mic thing, but that's fine. We'll watch this and then we'll get to you, Susan. If you can hear us, Susan.
Let me say that one more time. So sorry.
Do you have to use a script? I mean, can you just tell the story?
I feel like the words were better. That's why I had a TED coach who, yeah.
I'm not going to get through 5 fucking minutes of this video. I feel like the words were better. It's your story. Just tell your story.
Isn't it wild?
Sorry, I just feel like I have to.
It's shocking, no crying.
Really, it's quite the story. It's just weird because the parts that are so meaningful, after saying them so many times, you have to remember why they're so meaningful, right?
I don't. Hi, AB. Raise of hands. I have fluoxetine too, baby. 20 milligrams. That bitch will save my life. Raise of hands. When you're telling a story that means something to you, how many people have to remember why certain parts of that story are meaningful? Hi, Ricky. If I'm getting to right, I don't need a coach to tell my story. I've said that to people when they're like, holy shit, I'm like, I know, right? Like the fuck? Like, I get like that, but I've never had to be like, I've told my story so many times, so I have to remember why the meaningful parts are meaningful.
How come your eyes watered? Is that natural or do you do it on purpose?
But I definitely don't do it on purpose.
Okay.
No. I can still get myself. I can sit. No, I wish. No, then I would really be in the wrong field. I could be making money. No. No, once you kind of get yourself back into once you remember that he's responsible for epilepsy, then it kind of changes.
I would think you.
Yeah.
Bitch. Once you remember that he's responsible for epilepsy, it kind of changes things. Wow.
But
have post-traumatic stress initially.
oh god, yes. Oh no, I had to be trained to roll up. So yeah.
Did it work though?
I didn't like. Can I say that part one more time? Sorry. Yeah, I didn't. I just didn't love it.
I don't want to tell my story on a public live because I don't know what my digital footprint is going to be. Okay. And I'll tell it in a members because I don't want it to get clicked and get out there. And, you know, I have kids. I have people in my house to protect, and I have family members who have no idea what the story is. Like I said, I'm far removed from it. I can't imagine sitting down online to tell my story that actually happened and then asking to take it again because I didn't love it. I didn't love the way that I said the worst parts of my story. I didn't love it. I have no idea. I have no words. I have no words. Why aren't we putting this on YouTube by itself? Yeah, her hair, she couldn't find a brush. Anyone worried that what bacon bitters would do if Laura locked in an elevator with her? I'd laugh. There's no part of me that can take her seriously. You know, it's funny, Timmy, because I thought that too, and it's hard because you look at her and you're like, oh, you're actually pretty. But you're awful. I feel like you wouldn't forget who gave you seizures. Well, it's not about forgetting. It's about using them strategically is what it's about. When someone says something stupid, it physically hurts. Jack pointed out that she says responsible for epilepsy, not responsible for giving me epilepsy or for causing my... Okay, great point. I might stop to consider any backstory they need to follow along. And once that's out of the way, just proceed. Breathe, bacon, breathe. Sorry. I'm trying to, I'm going through my own, like, I've been through enough traumatic events, but when we're talking about domestic violence, there is one that comes to me top of mind. Boom. You say domestic violence and automatically there's just one that sits at the top of my brain. And there was just no part of me that would ask to say it again. It's not, it's hard because I guess I don't care about it anymore. It's just more of my kid. Like, I don't want my kids hearing that. My sisters don't know about it. You're right. I don't know. But anyways, I just can't imagine telling somebody what happened to me and then just being like, ugh, I didn't love the way I said that. Let me try that again.
Like, can I say that part one more time? Sorry. Yeah, I just didn't love it. It's like I've said it so many times. I can have more emotion with it.
Are you fucking kidding? I could have more emotion with it? Bro, is that a joke?
Yeah, I'm kind of racing, aren't I?
I got chills too.
Really?
You know, those are the good parts.
The good parts, yeah.
I got chills. Really? Really? This is the worst moment of my life. You got chills from hearing the worst moments of my life? Really? Really? Thanks. Thanks. Hi, Melon. I can support anyone without making their story a comparison to my own. No, it's not about, I don't think, it's just when somebody talks about, it's not about comparing it, right? It's just about, if I were to talk about domestic violence, there are certain situations that they're triggers, right? There are certain situations that bring up something that's happened to you. That's how we relate as people, right? That's how we connect. You say something, I feel something. I feel something, I say something, you feel something. It's about how we connect as people. What did I miss? She thinks she's an actress. She's laughing like this is some sort of joke. And that's the thing. When she says, "Oh, I got chills from that." I don't know. There's never a part of me that when somebody would be like, "I got chills from this," that would be like, "Really?" I would just be like, "Oh." I don't know. I'm always surprised, like, when I talk to somebody and you see, like, empathy happening in real time, right? Like, you talk to somebody and they're like, "Oh my God, I just got goosebumps." And I'm like, "Oh." I don't know why, like, that human connection, you can see it, right? It's real. It's tangible.
Can I start from the top of the document?
Yeah, let me.
No, I wanted to start from
The document, your story, the document. All right.
the top.
Ooh.
The document.
Oh, the beginning?
Yeah.
The very beginning? Okay, hold on a minute.
That's why
She kind of looks like she's just consistently holding in a fart when she talks. She's just like, I love it.
I wanted to start from the top.
Ooh.
The document.
Oh, the beginning?
Yeah.
The very beginning? Okay, hold on a minute.
That's why I thought you needed the extra card.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just think I didn't do it, like, quite right.
Interesting, all the extra things, like you saw that note, weren't you, like, panicked?
Oh my God, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it's like I've had the note with me all the time because it's on my phone.
Now it's on your phone.
Because of my phone. He had no
Because it's on my phone and I need to be able to use it as ammunition whenever I need it.
idea. He had no clue.
Smart.
Yeah. He wasn't very smart.
Hi, Jen.
No, he never thought that.
Neither are you.
No, I think he thought it was just
I
there.
can hear you, whoever that was.
That person's gonna have a fun time editing, huh?
You're doing great, honey. What is going on? What am I watching?
That'll be a long night.
You know what? I'm really glad I wasn't here because I would just be I would have to turn my mic off and I would just be fucking screaming.
Okay, so that was that. Whoever
Wow.
just spoke, was that you?
That was me.
Patty?
Yeah, making
Susan couldn't
snarky
hear
comments
you.
per usual. Yeah.
Hold on. No, Susan says she could hear you. Can you please tell Susan to go out and come
Yeah, I
back in
can't
again?
hear Lama.
Okay, you can hear me though, right, Susan?
Yes.
Okay, so why don't you exit the studio and come back in and see if that resets everything?
Okay.
Yeah.
That was the suggestion from Alma.
Okay.
Because, hashtag StreamYard.
Yeah, it did this early.
Bless her with good luck.
It did this earlier. Who did it do it to? Was it Flo?
Oh,
It did, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was very strange.
He did. He's earning his paycheck for the day.
Okay.
All right. So that's that. I'm gonna message Mike and see if he'll come and do an interview with me. Because I have a lot to talk about with him. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not anybody who can diagnose anybody, right? But from person to person, as peers, right? Like, we are both people. Yes, this is exactly what I was just going to say. The way she interacts is strange. It is strange. The way, I mean, and you can see it too. One of my favorite parts of the body cam footage is when she gets overwhelmed and that's not working, and she's screaming and that's not working, and then she's like sort of crying and that's not working. She tells them all to fuck off and that's not working, and she immediately has this switch on the couch because she's got to find a new path that's going to work for her, and she's like, this is the most insane thing I've ever seen. You can just see her in these moments grasping at straws, constantly maneuvering. Thank you. Thank you for the breadsticks. It's interesting how she perceives people. Hi, Wallace. Yeah, or Danielle. I would love to talk to Danielle. Probably, and I know Mike has probably talked about his story a million times. I would love to talk to Danielle, maybe even more than Mike, to be honest with you. But it's just odd and failed. No, that's okay. Say whatever you want, and then I'll read it out loud. I'll read it in the British voice that I have for this guy. She has sandbox issues. I don't even know. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that she doesn't have any friends, right? She doesn't know how to interact with others. It's just she maneuvers in such a way that I find very interesting. I find very familiar. I've told you guys a lot about my dealings with someone like her. And now it's funny because I'm so far removed from that situation. And then there was a time recently where I was kind of thrown back into that situation. You can see it. It's so clear. When you're out of it and you're not being suffocated and you're not in fight or flight and you can just think with this clear brain, you can see it. And it's like, holy shit, like, how have I missed this the entire time? Yeah, and Danielle isn't any less of a victim of this situation. I would love to hear from her. It would have been hilarious, drunk bacon, watching this. No. Maybe. I don't know. All right, so we have that. As far as where we're going, so we left off. If you guys haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. If you haven't liked the stream, please go under and hit the little thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. When the streams are done, if you could hype them, that would be great. It seems like she never learned how to read the room. She doesn't care, though. In my opinion, she doesn't care. She is the room. That's it. She is the room. What she says goes. What she does goes. How she acts goes. It's just, she is the only one in the room that matters. You see the manipulation. There are just so many layers to this. I've been following this case for over a year and only today found out about the fraud with the horse in 2015. I still have to get that part. Are strange but auto-corrected to Mantis, but that works. Performative. All right, guys. So where we left off with Mike, because that was the that's where we were going, was that we're all very protective of Mike and Danielle, as you should be. As you should be. You know, I mean, and it's got to be hard too, like, you know, Mike's just a regular guy and he wants to go live a regular life, and every time he comes back online, I mean, there must be a part of it, and that's something I want to ask him, right? There must be a part of it that feels really good to be here and be supportive. But there's probably also a part of it that every time you come online, you're telling the story that's always connected to Laura Owens. And that's got to be hard. And that might be hard for Danielle too. To grapple with the fact that every time we tell our story, it's connected to this bitch over there. That hoe over there. I thought the Uber crash gave her epilepsy. Well, that's what she told Mike. Susan being a guest on True Crime and Wine Time was amazing. This was my first time seeing Echoes, and he was hilarious. He's on my list. Echoes is on my list. The only thing about Echoes is he has to do either night times or weekends, which are a little bit more difficult for me. So I would have to talk to my husband, but he is on my hit list of people to collaborate with. So is Ducky. Who else do I got on here? It's in the back. I have it. Hold on. I also stopped. I was getting a little burnt out there for a minute, so I had to stop collaborating because I was just like going. So I had to chill. Oh, here it is. Remember we made a list? Echoes is actually number 1. He's at the top. Him and Jeep Daddy. Let's see. Horse, Uber, Mike's abuse. It waffles as far as what caused the big E. Right. Okay. From the virtual juror. Amazing job. All right. So where we left off was, virtual juror. God damn it. Oh, here it is. Right here. Hey. Virtual juror email. Maybe I should do that. ADHD. All right. Listen, I took the weekend off, okay? Leave me alone. All right. So as Michael Marraccini is late for the Tony Robbins conference, Laura Owens sends him a picture and a video. So we have this. So here she is. Here's Tony Robbins. These look like pretty decent seats. Unless she zoomed in. And then we have,
unconscious idea they're in conflict. And that creates this internal pressure. And the way we keep ourselves from dealing with our unconscious real desires is we use softeners in our language. How's it going? Pretty good. What does that mean? Pissed? You son of a bitch. Who knows what I'm talking about here, right? How's it going? I'm not stressed. No, I'm fine. I'm not fearful. No.
Okay. She didn't just say the Uber accident caused her epilepsy. She sued them because of it. Minnie T, great point. Wonderful point. Playing catch up. But if it took me 4 days to tell my story in a 10-minute TED Talk, maybe I wasn't ready to tell my story. Yeah. Also, why is it I just can't imagine telling something like a story that's traumatic to me and being like, I could have said that with more emotion. I want to know the date she recorded the TEDx talk and see that in the timeline. She said 2020. Jesus, God almighty. I'm so sorry, headphone users. All right, there we go. So it tracks that she, you know what? I've heard, I don't know much about him, but I know that he is on the list of people who aren't so great. Let's find out why, shall we? Tony Robbins, problematic. Robbins. Let's find out. Let's see. Tony Robbins is a highly polarizing figure, while millions credit his seminars with being helpful and helping them achieve personal breakthroughs. Critics, including major investigative journalism, BuzzFeed News, and former employees, point to severe controversies regarding his methods and conduct. There was Me Too backlash. He faced massive condemnation for comments he made during a 2018 seminar where he appeared to argue that some women use the Me Too movement to make themselves significant and suggested men were afraid to hire qualified women. He later issued an apology. You know what I think about that? I think if you're going to say some dumb shit like that, like I would just love for people to say it with their full chest. I hate when people come back later and they're like, oh, yeah, I didn't mean that. Like, obviously you do, right? Obviously you feel a certain type of way about that movement so much that you had to say something. and then you come back because you're getting backlash. Like if you truly believe that, I would much more respect somebody when they say something and they stand 10 toes down. I may not agree with it. I may think you're a piece of shit because of it. But if you're gonna say it, fucking say it then. Let's see. Misconduct allegations in 2019. BuzzFeed News published an investigation featuring accounts from a former staff members and followers who accused him of sexual harassment, bullying, and berating victims of abuse. Robbins vehemently denies these claims, labeling them as false-driven narratives. Seminar tactics. His immersive multi-day events have been criticized for aggressive upselling techniques and high-pressure environments, often involving extreme sleep deprivation and grueling hours. Critics frequently argue he acts more like a secular televangelist, exploiting emotional pain for profit. Yeah. Tough love misogyny. In leaked clips and documented seminar events, attendees have criticized his tough love coaching as emotionally abusive or dismissive of genuine trauma, occasionally singling out women in emotionally manipulative ways. Huh. It's almost like he meant what he said with the Me Too statements. Critics argue his core message that individuals are entirely responsible for their own circumstances. The fuck? Individuals are entirely responsible for their own circumstances. He lacks empathy and ignores systemic inequities, financial disparities, and deep-seated mental health conditions. Cool. Way to go, Tony Robbins. Let's see if we can buy one of your tickets. Good Lord. It seems very much MLM to me is what it is. Thank God the morning of the 4th he woke up and just didn't want to go. She makes false accusations to make herself significant and punish the men. Jen, that's a great point. Great point. You can get ahead in life if you give me lots of money. You probably don't have, right? And you're not spending enough, which is why you're not succeeding. And that's my core message here. You're not spending enough money, which is why you're not succeeding in your life. If you just gave me more money so we could have dance parties in a venue somewhere, you would be successful. I don't know why you just don't do that. Baby Billy. Good, Dave. Hi, Jupiter. The hoops are coming out. Yes. James Arthur Ray was another one famous from The Secret, ended. So I have to tell you, I watched this girl. It's called Not the Good Girl on YouTube. I love her. She is wonderful. If you guys have not seen her, please go check her out. But she does Not the Good Girl. She is, she talks about all of these, like televangelists and whatever. I got onto her when I was watching this one about the Way Down. Oh, I love that documentary. But she is, yeah, dude, she's so good. So she talks about cults. She talks about televangelists. She talks about scammers on the internet. It's wonderful, her stuff that she does. I just love putting her in my ear and listening to her. So if you guys get a chance, go check that out. Have to go. Bye. She dwells on her made-up fantasy crap, and that makes it a part of her made-up entire empty self with big teeth. The red flag for me is when someone like Tony Robbins generalizes. I want to talk about specifics with verifiable claims and verifiable information. Generalizing is not useful beyond trivial topics. Bruce, I fear for you are logicking again. My new fave, standing my OG fave. Hey, don't get me started. I love televangelists. I love him. I love him. How he do it. There's a girl on TikTok that does that. How we do it. How we do it. All these motivational people are snake oil salesmen. They prey on people like Laura. That's the thing. So I grew up in the Catholic Church. And I talk to my grandma a lot. She loves like Joyce Myers and all these guys on TV. And I'm like, don't you think it's terrible that these people are telling you that you don't have enough because you're a sinner, but they have private jets? Like, don't you think Jesus would be pissed about that? Why do they get to do that? Why do they get to stand on stages and collect money and do all these things that literally the Bible says not to do? And me and my grandma, we agree to disagree. But the thing is like I've never been okay with somebody sucking off of somebody's worst moment to make money off of it because they're looking for something, right? They're looking for faith, or they're looking for hope, or they're looking for anything. And then you come into their life and you're like, oh, I can give it to you. You just also have to give to me. I think it's ridiculous. And I think there's a place in hell for these people, when the time comes. But that's not for me. Heard bad stories from Joyce Myers. Yeah, I don't know anything about her. I just, there's that. Would be perfect. Leslie Jordan. Oh, what the fuck was his name? Don't tell me. Beverly Leslie. I love Beverly Leslie. I was also diagnosed around 20 with petit mal, probably spelt wrong. I highly doubt I ever had a seizure in my life. You're right, Jill. Petit mal is more of zoning out. Oh. If you want help and want to spend a lot of money, just go to a therapist and pay them. These conferences and huge auditoriums are a huge joke. Well, I think the thing is, too, you're like meeting a lot of like-minded people, right? And that's the whole point, is to get them all in one room. Oh, Joel Osteen. Fuck Joel Osteen. Yeah, dude. That being said, if anyone wants to give me money for a private jet, I will say no. Right. People are imperfect. They would be treated the way Jesus treated the Pharisees later. People led astray by them are collateral damage since they were in positions of power. Yeah, I mean, and that's the point, right? They get up on stage. Oh, dude, Kenneth Copeland. Yes. I don't like it. Right. This is the funniest fucking comment. Biggest problem is people like Joyce Myers and Joel Osteen have their own followings when they're supposed to be following Jesus. Exactly. Anyways. Okay. So she said, or would you want to come after dinner tomorrow? I definitely want to go over stuff before the podcast on Tuesday. And he said I can come by tonight. Okay, great. Laura Owens has invited Michael Marraccini on a vacation to Iceland, offered to pay for it with horse money. Remember? These are the first plans that we see being made for the trip, even though she says, I believe in the TED Talk, that he begged her to go, right? So she says, I'll make sure helicopters are on the list for Iceland. Can you please do me a favor and go to Arctic Adventures and Iceland excursion websites and make sure there's nothing we aren't doing that you really want to do? I legit will do anything and want to do everything, so just let me know. I have a FaceTime meeting with the guy who set this all up at 10 to go over everything, and he's going to explain clothing too, LOL. So they're still dating at this time. If you're poor, pray harder. Don't organize for higher wages and better. Right, just pray. Pray and tithe. That's all you have to do. Just tithe. My parents were sincere Methodists. My dad laughed at Ernest Angley, always said, if someone I'd be healed too. What? Large group awareness training. That's what my sibling does. Multi-$1,000 tickets to sit in a conference room and get hyped. You guys, I mean, not today, because I'm feeling a little down, but that's what we do here. We come here for free and get hyped. Hell yeah. I was in a band that played at Kojic Convention in Memphis. We got stiffed and accused of killing Jesus because we wanted our money. Shut up. Fletcher. Good Dave. I have to go. I just want to listen to this convo all day, doing my work in solitude. Don't make me talk to non-internet people. Jenna, we miss you already. Paid out their asses for that Iceland vacay. Okay, these messages are before she reveals it's all a fraud. Right, because they're still... Right, Jenna, just pray and get your credit card number out. You don't need to work. Quit your job. Tithe. We tithe here. Where is it? We tithe at the Church of Bacon. Who needs work? Who needs people? Who needs to pay their bills? Not us. Because you just tithe to us. Oh, God. It shouldn't be going to make the home church or something. Tithing is expected to a degree, but to what you see as serving God's kingdom. Half of ours goes to our church mission work, and the other half goes towards things like... But tithing, that's the thing, right? Tithing wasn't always money. Like, when you look back at tithing, it could be time. It could be clothes. It could be shelter. It could be food. And now, all of a sudden, tithing is like, hey, there's a little slip on the back of some of the church's... little pamphlet, and you could just put your credit card in there so that we could take 10% out a month. And that's what I hate, because tithing should not just be money. TEDx Coast was so shocking. Yeah, I hope she releases it. I will be back as soon as it's over. Oh, God. I tithe in pork rinds. Oh, my God. The number of times I fantasize about quitting my job on a Monday morning. My favorite thing about Jim and Tammy Faye was, here's my tithe.
Here's my tithe.
Why is my church voice is like a mix between country televangelist and fucking that little kid from King of the Hill, Bobby Hill. That's not my purse. Oh, God. I was in the Army after PT in the morning getting Church of Daver.
Church of Dever.
Church of Dever. Church of Dever. Have you ever been in a church where the leadership sits down with each family to review their taxes and lay out their tithing schedule for the coming year? No, but I have been in a church where it did tell me in the back of the pamphlet that you could leave your credit card information. I'm like, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? Bill the car for president. Requires a credit check to join. Shut up. Dude, we have a church over here that was built in an old Walgreens. And me and my husband, every time we laugh, we're like, do you think when the doors open, they're just like... Oh, God. So my grandma that raised me, my grandma, bless her, gave so much money to Jim and Tammy Faye. It sucks. I hate that. Yeah, so Jim and Tammy were big. So my great grandmother raised me, my grandfather's mother. And a lot of times, if you guys ever see, I wear a ring around my neck a lot. It's my grandmother's. It was her mother's ring, and it was all her children and firstborn grandchildren. And before my papa died, he gave me that ring. So, and I can't get it sized because they told me I brought it in. They're like, it'll be $2,000 to get it signed. I'm like, well, or signed, sized. And I said, well, I'll just wear it around my neck then. But anyways. So she raised me, and we used to call her Granny Faye Baker all the time to piss her off. In Old Walgreens, yeah. I remember my friend who used to be a baddie, but now goes to a mega church. Yeah, man. I got to tell you, Fabio here entering Walgreens. I had to tell you, I had heavy faith. I prayed every night. And I would just pray because I was grateful for the things in my life. You know, I'm so grateful for my kids, and I'm grateful for my family, and I'm grateful for, just everything. and the place that the world has led me to. And then what happened to my daughter with her brain stuff happened to my daughter, and I was sitting in the hospital and I was so fucking mad. I was so mad. And I remember everybody was texting me, we're going to pray for you. We're going to pray for you. And all I could think, I was like, well, at least somebody's gonna, because I can't right now. And I was just there. I'm watching my baby. She's sleeping. She's got all sorts of fucking tubes. She can't see. And I'm just, how do you do this? And then too, we were on the neurology floor, and I had walked down to the lunchroom, and there was a woman there, and I was sitting by myself, fucking crying, you know, just trying to get something to eat. And she was sitting at the table over from me, and she's like, what are you in for? And I'm like, we don't know. And I'm like, how about you? And she's like, I've been here for 150 days. She's like, my son has cerebral palsy, and they did some sort of back surgery on him. And they said the way that they did it, it got infected, and they had to like open his back and wash it. And he's there, and they have him in like a induced coma or whatever. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, what the fuck are we doing, man? Like, how do you, I guess I've never been exposed, the children thing. I'm like, how do you do this? You know, and I've listened to Neil deGrasse Tyson, and, you know, is it him, or is it like Ricky Gervais is interviewing somebody? And they just made a really great point about the God that we've been told, right? Like I was raised Catholic. God is all knowing. He's, you know, omnimus, and fuck. What's the what is the word? My brain. Omniscient, all knowing, right? And then he's all giving. He's all good. And there's a short interview that I saw, and it's like, well, when you look at God, either he's all knowing, or he's all good. He cannot be both. And it was like, because if he's all knowing, then he knows everything, right? And he knows what's happening to innocent people and children and babies. Or he's all good, but if he's all good, then he can't be all knowing. I don't know. I'll put it in the Discord. It was just very interesting, and I was thinking about it, and I'm just like, you know what? It wasn't even so much that it was my faith. I think it was my Catholicism got shook to its core with my daughter, and like kind of everything that I had thought that was true. And I believe, I definitely believe that there's somebody bigger than us out there. You know, there's something or someone that connects us all. Hi, Ducky. Look at Bacon making Venti. Omniscient and benevolent. Thank you. So, all right, let me tell you guys a story. I've had so many signs. When I have asked the universe, I've had so many signs. It's insane. I have a grandma with my grandmother that raised me does not have a common last name. She is from Lithuania. Does not have a common last name at all in America. And it was the second time that my daughter went to the hospital, and we were there overnight. And I'm mad, and I'm crying, and I'm upset, and my daughter's asleep, and I'm in the bathroom, and I'm just like, I need something. Give me some, like, I cannot do this with my baby. You have to give me something to just I'm going to start like crying. You have to give me something to just like fucking hold on to. And I went to bed.
Oh Oh, Bob Saget got a lot of places. Trust me. Smiling face with hearts emoji.
Smiling face with hearts emoji. But I wake up. Thank you, fake Laura Owens, for that 5. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Listen, you got a couple of days left. You got a couple of days. I believe you have about 10 days. You got 11 days until we find out about the plea deadline. What are you going to do? I want to know. But anyway, so I woke up the next morning and 2 doctors came in, and it was a doctor that I wasn't going to see. And he goes, "Hi, I'm Dr. So-and-so." And it was the same name as my great-grandmother. And I'm like, "What the fuck did you just say to me?" And he's like, "My name is Dr. So-and-so." And I'm like, "All right." Gotcha. All right. Whatever that is, not buying any human as a ticket. I do know about life 8.5 out of 9, all the stories in each, higher power for sure. God knows all. God gives us free will. God loves us unconditionally. Yeah, and that's the thing too, right? Like, I struggle because, so when I met my husband, we've gotten off a tangent. Sorry. Welcome to today's stream. I remember I was having this conversation with my aunt who lives in Louisiana, who is, we, again, raised Catholic. And she, when I brought my husband down, I was like, she's like, "Oh, do you go to church?" And he's like, "No." And I was like, "He's an atheist." And she goes, "Well, I'm concerned. What happens because he doesn't believe in Jesus?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "I'm just concerned for him because he doesn't believe in Jesus." And I was like, "So you're telling me that because my husband says that he doesn't believe in God, because my husband needs to see things, right, for them to be true." And also he wasn't necessarily raised that way. I mean, sort of, but not heavily. I said, "So you're going to tell me my husband, one of the greatest people on this planet, is not going to get into heaven because he doesn't believe in Jesus. But some motherfucker sitting in the first pew every Sunday who goes home and beats his wife and cheats and rapes and whatever he does because he believes in Jesus, he's going to get in? Sign me up for hell." Like, and that's the thing is, like, we had a really long conversation. I'm like, you don't think that God, who knows everything, like, knows the intent of your heart? That's crazy to me. We all knew we were coming to church. Sorry. Where are you on your walk with God? And we're good. We're good. We're just different. We're just different people. So my family had an issue when I wasn't going to baptize my kids. And they were like, "I'm concerned for your kids." And I was like, "Why?" And they're like, "Well, if you don't baptize them and something happens, hi Goosebumps, if you don't baptize them and something happens, they're going to go to hell. You're going to send my baby to hell? There's no way. There's no way." Like, and that's the thing is, like, how does she know Mr. Bears doesn't believe in Jesus? You can believe in Jesus was a historical person without believing in a religious doctrine. Right. So for her, it's about he doesn't believe that Jesus was the Son of God. I've actually never asked my... Oh, I just got a text from him. I love you so much. "Do you believe that Jesus was a real person?" He's going to be like, "Bro." Never underestimate the power of how listening to Tony Robbins makes people want to do anything else and listen to some more Tony Robbins. The man on the cross next to Jesus wasn't baptized, and Christ said he would be in glory. I think that's the thing. Like, the universe, whatever happens to us at the end, I think it's about the intent in your heart. Because you could do a lot of good things. There's a lot of people who do a lot of good things who are really shitty people. And they do it because they think it's the right thing to do, or they think it's going to get them to these certain places, but they don't do it with the intent of that's what they want to do, right? Like, in their heart, it's not good. It's more self-serving. God and I don't walk at all. If he calls, then I'll answer. But until then, I'm fine on my own. There are people who identify as Christian who are non-Trinitarian. I don't know what a Trinitarian is. I'm ready for Laura's Satan voice. Laura, are you here?
Always.
The Queen and I finally meet. I subscribed. Hi, Abby. Thank you. My God says fuck, and I have always believed no matter what my kids did, I would not throw them in a burning sulfur lake. Yeah, my God, I'm convinced that God is Robin Williams. He's got a good sense of humor, and he's just like right on, man. Just like, and also like we're supposed to be able to learn from our mistakes. That's why you make mistakes. And that's the joy of life, right? You get to fuck up and be like, it's a choose your own adventure. You get to make a mistake and then you're like, do we do that again? Or are we gonna go the other? We're gonna try something different. And I do believe that there are tests, and I watch a lot of astrology stuff, and it's like, the Saturn and whatever. And it's like, there's a lot of tests, but if you can get through these tests and you can do them and let things go and try to navigate your life, there are other doors that open up. I believe that. I feel it. I can feel it when I've let things go. New great things have been allowed to enter my life. And it's like, okay, now I'm learning from these experiences. I thought about that with this weekend. I love drinking. Drinking loves me. It's not my best showing. It's not the moment I'm most proud of. So, we have come to a fork in the road. Do I quit drinking? Self-serving is like Laura's shtick on donating. Right. If you do something and it's self-serving, like a good thing still gets done. But, if it's not for the intent of why, the good intent, then what is the point? It's hard. Whatever happens to us, church attendance won't play a role. I believe in that. Can we please stop yelling atheists that you will pray for them? We don't like it. I don't know why I know you didn't mean that to be funny, but the way that I just read that is so funny. We don't like it. Is someone who believes in the Holy Trinity. Oh, okay. I trust God always. It's humans and organized churches I don't trust. Two different planes. Yes. The Bible was created by man and left many books out. Yes. Agreed. But in the way of Trinity from the make, she was my gay awakening. I'm 9 years sober as of this month and am more boring than ever before. Mr. Bears went to Lutheran school from pre-K through high school graduation, and church almost every Sunday might have been too much. You ruined him. My family didn't eat meat and dairy together. Bacon cheeseburgers changed my life at a pretty young age. I believe in a God, a higher power, but not that it interferes in free will. Otherwise, there will be no suffering. Unfortunately, you cannot have good things without. And I agree with that. You cannot. And that's the thing about my kids, right? Having my kids, I've experienced the lowest lows. But because of that, I've also experienced the highest highs. And I think that's really special. I'm not saying that you have to have kids to experience that. I'm just saying, God damn it, RJ. No, never. I'm just saying that that's been my experience. And I do believe that you have to have the bad to understand the good. I went viral. Hi, Jane. I went viral during Roe versus Wade, and we started doing Bible study, which was really fucking fun. We started just reading it and talking about it, and it was a really great conversation. Oh, dude, I got to tell you, when my grandparents get to wherever they're going and they realize that Jesus is brown, they are going to be mad, girl. Anyways, I'll tell you, I always have a plan on what these are, what these streams are supposed to be, and then that's it. I went to Catholic school until 10th grade. I wanted to be a nun until the hormones kicked in. Oh, shit! She was like, excuse me, men? Yes, please. Oh, God. All right, let's go to the next here. Laura Owens then sends Michael Marraccini screenshots of the plans she has made for Iceland. So that's here and whoops. Here. Hey, here's the schedule of what's booked for Iceland. So here's the itinerary that she was in charge of. And so, but she claims it was him that made her go on this trip. So there's that. Great. And then Laura Owens tells Michael she sent her entertainment agent, David Katz. Judgment Day is going to be a shock. Looks like... We got chest hair and funky gold medallions. Looks like Chris Rock and not Barry Gibb. Get the fuck out of here. I quit drinking in 2011, not because I break out in handcuffs and bad decisions. Those were fun, but my health started revolting against me. I still have fun. So here's the thing. Like, I am, because of my kids, right, and because of my son's autism, I'm so fucking tightly wound all the time. Like, and I helicopter. And drinking, it really does allow me to let go. And boy, do I let go sometimes. And it's just a sense of freedom that I don't get to feel. You know, but sometimes. So I think I like may have broke my nose. I tried to pick up pork chop and wrestle her. It did not go well for me. It did not go well. They are good conversations. One-on-one with coffee or a cocktail. Anytime they go online, it usually ends up in fighting and misunderstandings. It's whatever. I just want to talk to people about it. Like, I'll talk to people about anything. I want to be a monk, but the kind of monk that gets to learn kung fu like David Carradine. David Carradine. Anyways, I love it. Kevin Smith had a really interesting story about his mom passing away, and she came back to life, and it had a really interesting story. I've been sober for 15 months after drinking way too much for years and years, and if you don't have a problem, you don't have a problem, but I had a problem. Isn't pork chop really tall? Yeah! She's like 5'10". I'm 5'4". And then I went to pick her up and we launched on the ground. And then she picked me up and I got on her back and she ran out of the house. We ran together. It was great. You know, sometimes I just like to write checks with my mouth that my ass can't cash. RJ, you know? I did not hear any news. No, he was on a podcast and he was talking about how his mom had she was in surgery and she like died on the table, and she had a very interesting story to tell when she came back. Howdy to all the sober people in the chat. Yeah. You know, I got to tell you, there's never a time, don't let her fool you. There's never been a time that I've woken up and been upset that I didn't drink, right? There's always been a time where I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have drank last night. Didn't share my beliefs. Flew C-130s for years. Very dangerous missions. Often asked, do you think God didn't have a hand in why you are still alive? Yeah, me and my husband. I mean, we don't really talk about it. He doesn't understand it the same way that I understand it. But we've learned to respect each other. I do love near-death experience stories. I've watched so many of them. When my great aunt died, the teacher loved it. The faculty oversight committee, not so much. Justice for goddamn it, Mr. Pike. Did you all know that Dogma finally has been released back on DVD and now digital? I did not know that. I don't have an issue, but it doesn't do anything for me any longer. Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes it sucks because like the other like Saturday, I can have 12 surf sides and yesterday sucked, but I've been worse, but I've been better. And then there's sometimes where I could have one and then I want to punch myself in the face. Go to trial. You can do it. We believe you. We believe you. Oh, that's interesting. Alaska, if you can like link that up for me, I would really like to listen to that actually. All right, we need some horror music. Laura's entered the chat. We believe you. Do it, do it. Horror. Ooh, spicy. Kevin Smith's story about getting dogma rights back from the Weinstein is an interesting story. Basically, how Harvey was testing him. Fuck Harvey Weinstein. It's a stupid bitch. YouTube channel that has it for watching. Not a bad copy of it. Oh. At the clubs, and now I can't even handle one drink. It affects me right away. Yeah, sometimes. I'll tell you, them surfsides were going down, baby. 2 drinks and I feel great, but anymore, I skip straight to the hangover feelings. All right. Alcoholism and addiction. The authorities will hopefully approve them for this kind of use by the end of 2027, according to my recovery doctor. Oh. Interesting. Right, back to Laura's text. Maddie's like, get to the juice. Get to the juice. Get to the meat and potatoes of why we're here. All right.
Also, I'm still at the station, but I just got off the phone with my entertainment agent. I sent him a couple of photos of you, plus the second panel we did yesterday afternoon. He listened this morning. He's super excited. He thinks you have the look and a natural voice for radio, and he's 100% no BS. He's really excited to hear what we come up with. He said he thinks it could be a big national thing rather than just local. He also wants to send a cameraman next week to follow us a bit because he has a couple ideas. If we wanted to do this as a talk show on TV, it was the best call I've had with him. He definitely hasn't been that excited before.
I have a question for you, and it's pretty serious. When you talk to me about your boss and agent, how do you explain me? I also understand this is your show, so if anything were to happen, I would walk away with no questions asked. Your family has built a radio empire, and I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. Oh, I fear he's already out. The reason for asking this is I don't want to be involved in the process. And the quote, BF quote, hey, thank you for the drinking turtle. Stay hydrated. Thank you. I want to be looked at as a professional, not riding the coattail because I've never even asked for this, and you set it in my lap. Don't get me wrong. I think it would be a really cool opportunity if anything was to come about, but I don't want to be the guy being dragged.
By the way, this is my entertainment agent who is interested in pitching you and I for TV. I just had an awesome long meeting with my hopefully our boss. Call me after dinner and I'll explain. You'll be happy.
I love how she just completely disregards what he's asked her for. How was little sis's oh. I'm on day 2 of the hangover, juror. I cannot have more than 2 drinks or bad things happen. We love that. Horror music, please. If Mike was this patient and worked this hard for Laura, can you imagine how good of a husband he is for Danielle? I would love to ask that. I would love to hear Danielle talk about him as a person, as a husband, as a father, just because there has been so much slander out there. Opioids, so I red flagged it in my patient pharmacist, no more opioids ever, even if I'm in a lot of pain. Good for you, Allie. You have to watch those 2 documentaries, Eyes of a Leopard. Huh. Even wondering can make my skin tone go sideways. Huh? At my job, I hear about this existential stuff all the time and love to numb my brain with Laura. Maddie's like, Jesus, God, shut up. I got drunk once when young, got into a fight that I don't recall. Never been drunk since. Okay. Couldn't be me. Remember when I just gave that dissertation about making mistakes? Yeah. I have to fuck up at least 10 times. There is no look for radio. If you have the look, then you're on television. I don't drink as a diabetic. It is dangerous, but I sip off the hubby's rum or bourbon sometimes just for the taste. Oh, what was that turtle? It was somebody telling me to stay hydrated for Jules. It's a gift. Hi, Robert. How are you? He's terrified. She's telling people. I know. That's the thing. So me and my husband were dating for a couple of weeks, and we went out to a bar, and this guy was, I think I told you this story. This guy was talking to me, and he's like, hey, you know, can I like get your number or whatever? And I'm like, nah, I'm seeing somebody, you know, whatever. And so he writes his number down on a napkin, and I'm sitting on a chair, and he slides it under my thigh, under my leg. And he's like, here, just call me. And I just looked at him and I go, that's my boyfriend. I will not be calling you. And he was like, all right, all right. And he leaves. And I turn around and parapet. It was me and your son and Kevin. And I turn around and my husband goes, you just called me your boyfriend. And my buddy Kevin was like, ooh. And I was like, is that a bad thing? He's like, no, I think it was great. I think it was great. And I'm like, okay. And so it's so funny when I see Michael Marraccini like, don't tell anybody that I'm your boyfriend. Late to the stream. Hi. Telling my therapist about Laura. No, save your money. What I have to say matters more than any questions I'm asked. Laura, probably. She has a face for radio, was one of my grandfather's favorite insults. Yeah, the fundraiser was great. We just watched the green screen, the outtakes. Let's see. So then Laura Owens tries to pressure Michael Marraccini into doing the show with her, but Michael Marraccini expresses concerns, namely their constant arguing. He reiterates it is not his show and asks Laura to make the decisions moving forward.
Hi! I just wanted to write something out to you rather than say it over the phone so you always have it. After talking to my boss and agent today, I'm really feeling like, you know what, fuck!
How come she gets an agent? I was legitimately on TV for 2.5 years and I searched for agents. Crickets. How come she has an agent? I hate this. Special lady friend. I would never want someone to say, don't tell people I'm your boyfriend. Right. If we were dating for 6 months and somebody was like, don't tell anybody I'm your boyfriend, I'd be like, all right, I won't tell them anything and I'll see you never. Bye. That's right. She probably doesn't have a real agent. I was almost jealous there for a second. Let me get back.
After talking to my boss and agent today, I am really feeling like you and I have an opportunity that anyone our age would kill for. As they both said, with the backing / support of a really well-respected station like KGO, we could take this as far as we want to if we do it the right way. Whether that's a nationally syndicated radio show in the near future or a TV talk show down the line, the money and benefits down the line, as well as just knowing we should be helping people, would be enormous for both of us. Anyway, I know we are both very smart and driven on our own, and together we can each... What? on our own, and together we can each other to really motivate the other person to do our best. I'm gonna give it, oh god, the fucking statistics. I'm gonna give it 150%, which means I wanted to let you know that I completely want you to just be yourself. I just wanted to promise you I won't take what you say on the air home to hold it against you, as my tendency might have been in the past. So, like all that other shit that I told you that I wasn't gonna do, but then I did again, I'm telling you that I won't do it, but I'll probably do it again. It's fine. That's the only way for this to be successful. It's such an opportunity for us, and I think if we work together, we can have a fantastic partnership in our romantic relationship as well as on air. I want to be the best girlfriend and co-host for you as possible, and just wanted you to know I am so excited that they saw your talent, and that I will do everything in my power to make sure you shine. Just be yourself. Don't feel you have to monitor your words for the sake of not upsetting me, and everyone, including me, will love you for it. Smiley face. The income potential for us, if they use the option to syndicate, would be $500 a year to start, according to my agent. So I don't want a little tiff like that we had over the phone to turn into something big and start us on the wrong path. I like where we have been going in our relationship, and with work, both are exciting. So will you accept my apology? And can we agree to move on from this?
For $500,000, girl? I'll accept a lot for $500,000. I'm saying. I don't know. I might accept a drink with Laura Owens. She gives me $500,000. Probably didn't even know I was using her name. Nepo babies get agents. The only agent is Land of Make Believe. She did not have an agent. Don't forget her agent had a free email account. Ugh. All right, fine. Imagine having so little to offer another person in a relationship that even $250K a year doesn't balance your imaginary scales. I don't understand her long game. There was no show, but she does not. She does not think long term. Everything is in the moment. Laura has an agent but no W-2. Survey says, oh, I need that sound. Bang! Fire your agent, girl. Lowe seems to have no self-esteem to continue pursuing someone who doesn't want to publicly acknowledge her. I don't get it. Comments about the radio show. She said no way they would pay a nobody $250K for a show. Would not happen. Tag Chase J. Jones Cotchett. I think you're so talented and shine, but also, right. And then she calls him dumb. Right. She says the same thing over and over and over. Right. Super behind, but my ADHD makes it to where I can't tell a story. Even if it's my trauma, I need to write it down and I need to reference it because my emotions flood my storytelling ability. Oh. Talking about syndication is unhinged. Right. Doesn't it have to be successful? I think that there are truly a lot of nepotism when it comes to radio, but Laura is so profoundly untalented and unlikable that, but even that couldn't get her podcast going. Right. Trying to use, she has this desire to like be a power couple. And is it because her parents both did something? Like, I don't understand. My husband and I are a good couple. We don't work together. We just work. You just do it. Like, you don't have to be like this. It's just such a weird thing about the business that we do. Hi, South Florida. Nice to see you. Laura, the money is good, but it won't be worth the stress and anxiety if we are constantly getting into it. I will accept your apology, but this is a little scary in regards to your old habits. I wasn't expecting immediate change overnight, but this is the exact thing I was talking about before being my biggest pet peeve. No matter how good the money is, I would choose happiness over it all. Good for you, Mike. And of course, she listens to nothing.
Do you want to do the hussy next week? I just spoke to his PR person.
It's not my show. You choose.
My boss was clear that it will be 50-50 and a collaboration even during tryouts, so I don't want to do anything without running it by you, because I can never make a decision on my own. As of this second, we are doing the show as if it is, quote, ours, unquote, not mine. Does that make sense?
Did somebody just say power outage couple? Ducky, I don't know how you stayed quiet in real time. I don't. I honestly, I'm so glad I would have just been screaming. It's a good point about the power couple. I think she wants to be exactly like her parents. A power couple takes two people. She will never be a part of power couple. Power outage couple. It's so funny. Laura wanted to work with Mike to have a way to trap him. Would be further external pressure to stay together. Mike was a prototype. Greg was the beta test. Clayton was where it crashed and burned. You got to remember, they are living in a very rich San Francisco. You can't be an hourly wage and live there. San Francisco is the mover, where the movers and shakers are. She wanted to be an it couple. Ugh. My kid and her spouse work at the same place. They don't sit together at meetings or even have lunch together often because they are each other. They're their own person. Right. Right. I mean, we're a successful couple. We do, we have a successful life. Like, what do you consider what's a power couple, right? What is a power couple? Would I consider me and my husband a power couple? Sure. I mean, is there a money line on that? Like, we're both, successful in what we were doing in our jobs. And, I was a stay-at-home mom. I guess I'm sort of successful at that shit. Whatever. They're alive. Okay. But it's so funny. Like, what is a power couple? Like, we're just getting shit done and we like each other. That's power enough for me. I'm good. Imagine if her dad had been on FM radio. Laura wanted to have her own table at the House of Prime Rib. Ugh. Power couple prototype. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, sometimes, we talked about this the other day. Like, it's never 50-50, right? Sometimes it's 80-20. Sometimes it's 60-40. Like, sometimes, I've been at home and I've been taking care of the kids so that my husband can further his career, and sometimes you gotta choose the path that's best for that. And that's what we did. And now I'm getting the opportunity to do what I want to do and live my dreams and advance my career. And he supports that. Like, I think that's what it is. You just know how to be a team. I can get a power coupling from AutoZone. That's remember in Friends when Joey worked at the museum with Ross and they couldn't eat lunch together? I imagine. Did you guys watch Will and Grace? When Jack worked at Out TV and Karen was there and she was like going to be a secretary and she was typing with her boobs and then they would like hit belly buttons. That's what I feel like it would be like. Ability to influence others in politics, lifestyle, etc. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see. Laura Owens posts a picture of Michael Marraccini and herself to Instagram as their relationship has been on a break. So they are on a break. I see. Oh, no. Laura.
Amazing!
I don't even know what to say about you posting. Part of me is happy, but the Instagram post actually upsets me.
Huh?
We've been on a break and talked about slowing this train. I just don't get it. You want me to be treated professionally, yet you post a photo like that, especially after our talk today.
And please call me when you are off the phone with Steph. I have something to say. I also want to make sure this goes through that obviously there were some little miscommunications about movement forward, but there's nobody luckier than me to get to move slowly with ya. I have total belief in the long-term picture with us, so I will take the journey there at a pace you're comfortable with, if that's like a better idea / attitude than I had.
She doesn't listen when he talks at all. I think that Laura believes the things about relationships that you believe when you're 7. Liars are incapable of emotional intimacy, so our ideas of romance and are whimsical and incorrect. We're on a break. What did she post? I'm interested to know what she posted. Yeah. Oh my God, if they were on a break and Mike hooked up with somebody else, I would be fearful. Yep. Somebody sent me an interesting case in email, which I have to read. Is this the pool photo from Iceland? That I don't know. Mike said he met his now wife shortly after meeting Lo. Did I hear that correctly this weekend? I thought it was when a power top married a power bottom. Laura doesn't get the whole listen and understand. Right. Hi, Wendy. Helping make my workday so much more enjoyable. Thank you for being here. We love that. We love having you here. All right, Laura Owens and Michael Marraccini interview Bob Saget. Laura Owens claims Bob Saget is her godfather. Hell yeah. Lethal Moose. I like it. Relevant Bob Saget, Dr. Paleo Christian Navarro, KGO. KGO's New Generation and Full-Time Millennials, Mike and Laura interview Bob Saget on the new season of Fuller House. Dr. Paleo of the Stanford Sleep Clinic talks about sleep. Here we go. Welcome. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, boy. Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, even on TV. KGL's New Generation of Full-Time Millennials, Mike and Laura talk current events and traveling. Oh, look at them. So young. Poor Michael. Bob Saget is not the godfather. He's the godfather, just not her godfather. She must spend her days reading self-help books. Everything she says is straight from the pages. Computer gonna time out on me. Oh no. She's also obsessed with the millennial label. Yeah, it's very odd. KGO's New Generation of Full-Time Millennials, Mike and Laura talk to Bob Saget about Fuller House Season 2. R.I.P., brother. And then she claims that he's her godfather. Laura Owens claims her psychiatrist wants to write her a prescription for a service dog to help with Laura Owens' anxiety. Is that how that works?
Oh my God, I forgot to tell you something. We have a task. Picking out a dog for me.
What's up?
Picking out a dog for me.
What type?
And will you please help me pick it out so I don't pick one you think isn't cute? Parentheses, thumbs down. And is one you like. You might want to snuggle with it more than me, smiley face. I'm not entirely sure, but I saw the psychiatrist today and she said that she wants to write me a prescription for a service dog because she thinks it would be really good help with my anxiety. So I can technically have whatever kind I want, but I'm thinking a golden. What kind do you think would be good?
You know what? Fuck. We looked into a service dog for my son, And yeah, it's incredibly expensive. Incredibly expensive. We're talking $40,000 expensive. And so then we got our dog, who's wonderful, and she loves him, and it's my favorite. I do miss the days when we millennials were young. It's ironic that she refers to herself as a full-time anything. Rebound girl was right. It is buttons. What is buttons? She's just trying to create buy-in. She can't, like, and that's the thing. She's just trying to tie him to anything. Right? It's thousands of dollars. My son has legitimate autism, and it would be $40,000 for a fucking service dog. And whatever. Everything happens for a reason, and I'm glad we went the way that we did because Cheddar Beans, I knew the first night we brought her home. He was so excited. He was flapping his hands and jumping all around, and we used to jump and like land on his knees, and he did it right next to her, and she was sleeping on the ground. She got up. She was like, okay. And just like went back to sleep. It was so sweet. Or you can train them and it's still so expensive, right? Half-blind service dogs that pee in the house don't cost that much. Well, you get to dress them in muumuus. That's fun. That's crazy. Everything should be free if it helps children. Don't get me started. Don't even fucking get me started. Don't piss me off. All right, so here we go. Laura Owens petitioner. And let me put this back. How do I do like this? Okay. I am the boyfriend of respondent's sister. I am 37 years old. I have met Laura Owens several times while she was dating Michael Marraccini, including a dinner with her family at the House of Prime Rib. They go there a lot. It's so bad that sometimes she can't be in stadiums, and she loves concerts. Look at that. Oh, Buttons is the name of one of her puppies. It's free when you arts and crafts paperwork, and your mom buys a dog. That's true. One of the most more amazing programs at San Quentin is a dog training program. One of my son's friends who is deaf got one. That's awesome. But have you got a prescription for a service dog? I don't. You don't. Do you need a prescription for a service dog? Also, isn't anxiety like not? Isn't that an emotional service dog? Like, can't you just train them up for that? Hello, Louise. Children and the elderly. Yes. She doesn't she put her dogs in restrainers? Yeah. Yeah, because she said that Mike wanted to punt it. Oh, this whole thing is so ludicrous. She never had a, right. Because they don't need a coach to tell her story. I specifically remember being called by Michael to come to Laura's apartment in December of 2016 for a meeting with Laura and her father to discuss Laura's desire to continue the relationship with Michael. Laura had been claiming that she was pregnant and had been threatening Mike with not having an abortion if he ceased dating her. Additionally, Laura had been indicating to Mike that she was contemplating suicide at the thought of their relationship ending. Mike wanted me to be there as a witness. During the meeting, which her father, Ron Owens, steered, Mr. Owens told Michael that his daughter had a tendency to exaggerate or even flat out make things up. Laura was complaining of depression and suicidal thoughts at the fear of her relationship with Michael ending and was very distraught. During that meeting, there was no discussion of Michael ever having been physically or psychologically abusive towards Laura. She did not complain at all about Michael's conduct towards her. Laura admitted that she was in fact not pregnant, and there was no need for an abortion. She also apologized for threatening to commit suicide. The meeting ended with no final decision on the relationship, just the agreement that Mike would not rush a decision and for the two of them to continue to work things through. Mr. Owens was very thankful as he, Michael, and myself left the apartment. Mr. Owens advised Michael in the elevator on the way out of the building that he appreciated Michael agreeing to not end the relationship outright and see how it goes, and then advised him to get out in a few weeks when his daughter had a chance to calm down and get a handle on her depression. and I declare that under perjury or penalty of perjury. What was the catalyst? That's a catalyst. How do I spell for this meeting? I want to talk to Mike about that for this meeting. Like, why did he go over there and why did she admit this? You can, yes, but when you combine PTSD, anxiety, that's when true service dog comes into play. Oh, I see. Never heard of a prescription for a dog before. Wouldn't it be emotional support animal rather than a service dog? Yeah, I'm not sure. Can't you just go get a service dog? Does it require a written prescription? You can go get one. You can absolutely buy one. Love teaching science. My faves were What You Think You've Learned and Create. The VA helps veterans get service dogs for PTSD and other medical conditions that a dog would help with. They work. Yeah, that's amazing. And service dogs are amazing. Jesus. My husband. It's a real question. It's for research purposes. For my stream. I sent my husband, do you believe Jesus was a real person? And he sends back, yeah, I worked with him for 5 years. He does. He works with a Jesus. That's so funny. Oh, out of this cancer and heal. She has cancer now? Doesn't everyone? I do. Son-in-law, oops. You don't need a written prescription, although that helps when traveling for workplace accommodations. All right, let's see what else we got here. We have, after that, Laura Owens spirals via text. She threatens to commit suicide multiple times and promises Michael Marraccini she will go get help. Laura claims to go to an inpatient facility around 11:30 p.m. on the 11th. She continues to send Michael Marraccini walls of messages while claiming to be receiving treatment. Laura Owens states that she wants to stay longer to better herself. Michael Marraccini is incredibly supportive and just wants Laura Owens to get better. Ron begs Michael Marraccini to stay with Laura Owens, stating he will help Michael Marraccini get out of the relationship if he just helps Laura Owens. Also included are texts from Ron and Jan, Laura Owens' mother and father, to Michael Marraccini during this time. I've never seen these. He said it during the fundraiser. That's so sad. I was offered one for my PTSD, but I passed. I have 4 critters, and they are misfits. I was afraid they would be a bad influence on the service dog and didn't want the training to go to waste. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, so here's what my husband says about Jesus. Yeah, I suppose so. I'm under the impression there was some historical proof of that. Not positive, though. So he does believe in Jesus. So there's that. I have not seen these at all. 73 pages of them. Perfect. And this is all Jesus. This is all from her. Okay, great. Can't wait.
Want anything? You got it. By the way, the line is really long, but talk to the Asian girl by the escalator and she knows about the show.
Why does... Really long, but talk to the Asian girl by the escalator. I don't know why that's so funny.
Oh my god, I forgot to tell you something. We have a task. Picking out a dog for me. Oh, okay, we just
read these. These are the ones. What kind do you think would be good? Because it would help with their anxiety. And will you please help me pick it out so you don't pick one that isn't cute? I'm not entirely sure.
Let me know when you read this and get back to me. Just talk to my dad and I can fill you in.
I'll call you in a second. I just got out of the shower.
Many things to report.
I'll call you in a second.
You could pick up the phone. I'm like devastated and don't know what to do. Please help me.
You're crazy, and this makes me want to stop seeing you. No. You literally lost it for no reason. No.
My feelings are hurt.
I don't care. It's over your insecurities. Tell your dad to cancel.
I had no idea people didn't know we were together.
I don't want to be put in an awkward situation now.
I can't very well do that now.
Nobody knows because we hadn't been.
We had been up until 2 weeks ago, and then it restarted. Don't take it out on the girl who needs help. Oh, shut up!
Don't take it out on the girl who needs help. Scared the shit out of me. My God, where's the speaker? For the pool? It's not outside? Yeah, it's not outside. Is it in the kitchen somewhere? I don't know, it should be upstairs. Don't do that anymore, it scares me. I can't hear anything. I'm gonna lock the door. Okay, so what is this? Source device. Library containers. What is this? What is this? Page not found. Are these just pictures? External item. Okay, so we can't click on these. The PNGs are images. Yeah, but we can't see them. Tell your dad to cancel. These repeat. Nobody knows because we haven't been. We have been up until now. It's over your insecurities.
I mean, she won't care that we're dating. I don't know how that impacts their meeting. Okay, I guess I should tell him to cancel the meeting with Natalie.
Nope.
Are you kidding me?
I'll talk to you next week before the show. I'm turning my phone on Do Not Disturb button with you. That's my point. I don't know why the fuck it would even come up. You're wrong. We've never been together. You assumed incorrectly.
Okay, I guess I should just tell him to cancel the meeting with Natalie. Why do these
repeat? What is going on? That's my point. I'll talk to you before the show. Nope.
I'm completely unwell. Thy to live. You treat me, I am worthless piece of nothing, and no will we care about.
Okay, what is happening? Sure, have him cancel a meeting that was never set up. I was trying to help a friend out, but it's not worth it. Have a good one.
Please, please, pass.
How are you doing today?
So I will definitely retry. So you will definitely retry being my boyfriend and give your best through Iceland if I don't do this? And we can have a date night next? I promise. I will get help and not do this if you say yes. Is that a yes? Can you please confirm so I can go in? Mike, can you please say yes? Do you mean what you said about you want to try again with my boyfriend in Iceland? Please, I don't know who else to contact to get an answer.
What the fuck am I reading? Jesus, I have not seen this. We've never been together. Are you kidding me? Cricket. You're right. And it's just, I don't like this at all. Here are the messages from her fake inpatient treatment. Go to trial, please. Same old desperation attempt. No one wants to deal with this, right? Nobody. Love the crickets. Please don't. I don't know who else to contact.
Hello? I want to legitimately give us a chance at a beautiful relationship and go to Iceland. And us go out on dates starting next year. That's all I want. I won't mess up again. I will get help. I promise. Right now. I'm not in a position to pick it up right now. Can you please answer my question? Please. Did you get my message? I can't talk on the phone. Can you please answer my question? Please. Is that a yes to all of them? Nope. So that's a yes to all of them? I don't want to be on the phone because I don't want anyone to know where I'm pulled over and getting a drink. I have no idea where they are. Wow. I guess I'm just a worthless piece of shit. I just asked you to answer those questions. Can you just answer them in text so I can see them?
That is interesting. That is so interesting. Can you answer them in text so I can see them? Yeah, she wants it for proof. And that's the thing. Like, I've never had a conversation with my husband. And then I'm like, but can you write that in text? Like, ew.
So that's a yes to all of them, correct? Please. Please don't be mad at me. Please. I just want to turn around from here and come back to the Bay Area. I just wanted to see your words. That's it. That would have made all the difference. I can't talk on the phone. What were you going to say? Oh my God.
This is so obvious.
I want to be this amazing girlfriend to you and make you happy, and you don't actually feel I'm capable of it at all. I just wish you believed in me. I don't want anyone to hear me because I'm pulled over and don't want my phone to be tracked. Who's tracking your phone? Do you really believe in me to be that for you? And it's like, I'm here and thinking and realizing it's too late for you to think of me as anything other than what I've done by my actions. I've made my bed, and there's nothing I can do to rectify this with you, so there's not even a point. You said earlier we could try again in our romantic relationship when I came home, not just talked after treatment. You said you would give me another chance and that we would go to Iceland together, and I promised you to be in full treatment.
And then we have some more of these source files, source devices. Ugh. I don't like this at all. At all. Based on the timing, I wonder if these texts were in the middle of the night. So what is 17? Well, if 3 is 15, it's 3 is 3 a.m. 15? Or does it start at p.m.? Because this would be 15, 16, 17, 5. Is that 5 a.m.? These are, 12. So this is 1, maybe 1 a.m.? I don't know how military time works. 17. Oh, okay, 5 p.m. All right, all right. Where is she? Why is she drinking and driving? It's more like 3 p.m. in California. Got it. Yeah, she's not in treatment if she's somewhere in her car. Why is she going to get alcohol? Why is she driving? Hi, Wendy. Why is she driving if she has epilepsy? I have so many questions. I don't get you.
You said earlier we could try again in our romantic relationship when I came home, not just to talk after treatment. You said you would give me another chance and that we would go to Iceland together, and I promised to be in full treatment. I promise you, I will go and get help. Please, can you agree with what I said?
Stop talking and do it already. I already have. Now go get help. And then this repeats the messages.
I promise you I will go and get help. I was driving home. Are you kidding me? I was on the phone with my mom and she admitted that my dad told you to say whatever was needed to get me home. Wow! Now you must really take me for a fool! Are you kidding me? So you didn't even mean a word of it. I think we could have a long and great future. Right? I'm almost home. In order to do that and improve myself, did I say something wrong?
Hey, no, I'm just at dinner with my family. I'm exhausted after dealing with my stepfather being sick and what's going on with you. I just wanted to not look at my phone for an hour. Poor Mike.
Okay, I understand. Obviously, I am sorry about all the stress, and nothing is more important to me than fixing myself for the sake of everyone around me and finding out why this happened. I was just saying I think we could have had a long and wonderful future, and I could really see us going the distance because I am committed to fixing the things that I need to work on and am extremely committed to you.
I do too. I just need you to get help. If you better yourself, you will you will better everyone around you.
And also, I know I drive you so crazy so much of the time, and it's been so hard for me to hear you say you didn't want me to call you baby the other day, and that we're not a match because I really think we could be so amazing together, especially given how much we've been through together. We actually could turn it around. So whenever you read that, if you could get back, that means a lot. And I'm almost back. But getting scared. Could you just read that? Please. I'm really feeling like I did something wrong by saying that. I also have 2 questions too. Good Lord.
Don't worry, guys. We got 73 pages of this. She did not understand. Yeah, it's far better. Far better. Oh, my God. Among other things. Yeah, why would Jan tell her that? So her mother told her about what her father said. What I know. Why? Right. Why is she texting and driving? The stepdad and the pressure they put on at him at this time is horrible. You know, and that's the thing, right? Like I've seen people do this where you'll be going through a hard time and that's when they're like, fucking hit it out of 10. Now's the time to just like sink in your claws. How much have I put you through? Mike is way too nice. They haven't been through anything together. I know you need me. So here, I'll send you 20 more texts. Love the music. This is only 73 of the 2,500. Oh, God. It's like a 5-year-old who asked, oh, God. And that's what I tell my daughter. She'll ask me something and I'm like, listen, I won't be repeating my answer. My answer is no. And then if she throws a fit, I just tell her. That's not going to change my answer either. No means no. And then she could tell people how crazy her life is. Oh, my God. This is...
I also have 2 questions, too. Question mark? Question mark? I'm freaking out. Please. Sad face. I'm seriously freaking out, please. Please. I need to hear from you before I go home.
I don't know what you want me to answer. I've been with my family. I'm tired of doing your merry-go-round and want you to get help. I've answered all of your questions today and have asked you to get help. I told you to prove it with actions. I'm not going to keep talking more. I'm not going to keep taking more questions until I see you do something for me. I'm tired of doing your merry-go-round and I want your help. Right. I've already answered that. Asked and answered.
I just said that. I'm going to check myself in now. I'm on my way. And then she sends
him a PNG, which we don't have right now. It'll probably come up later. Oh, God, I forgot where I was now. Damn it. I gotta open these with new files. Hold on. Good Lord. This is bizarre. And it's so funny because it's like right when you think you're like, oh, this is not like I've covered this story. Can I zoom in on it? I could try. I'm sure it'll come up. Hold on, is it this? Oops. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so we'll go in through that when we're done. Let's see. I'm going to check in myself now, so then we have that, but we have it coming next, so we'll get there.
I'm going to check myself in now. I'm on my way.
Yes.
Will we please have date nights? And will you please hold me when I get out?
Yeah.
Are you getting mad at me or what with the one-word answers? I'm trying to go and get help and I'm terrified because I don't know what to expect at all.
Annoyed. Damn it, crickets. Annoyed. You've asked me the same questions all day so you can feel better when you're the one that fucked up. I never did anything and have asked you only to seek professional help.
I'm trying to go get help and I'm terrified too because I don't know what to expect at all.
The more questions you ask, the more I wonder if you'll ever change. All I've done is ask questions. All you've done is ask questions and haven't shown me with actions.
I really thought you of all people had faith in me and thought this treatment would work. I just met my family at the hospital.
Good. Don't be scared, and I'll see you when you get out.
I love that picture of us I put up, and will be looking at it as motivation while I'm here. Okay? But I'm on a hold here now that I'm admitted my problem. They said probably 24 hours, and then I can do intensive outpatient if my psychiatrist approves it. And please, one more thing before I don't have my phone. Wait, also, oh no, did I make you mad by putting that up? I just care about you so much, and it has meant everything to me to think of that. I'm kicking myself if you hate it or hate me for it. But I have something else to say.
I'm not mad. I just viewed us as still on a break, which is why I didn't want it up. You're talking about the photo earlier this week, right? You posted one earlier?
Yes, the one I posted earlier today. Today.
On what?
The same one on Instagram, but I changed my caption to show my appreciation to you. And extremely grateful, more than you know, that we are not on a break anymore. And then I was going to tell you I have to get a service dog for my anxiety, and I was thinking and hoping we could pick one together and he could kind of be ours. I'll pay for him and keep him and stuff, and I thought it could just be fun for us and we could take him out and play with him and all that. I just thought it would make me feel like less of a loser for having to have a service dog if he's kind of just a real dog for us. I also have a very important thing to say.
What's up?
Did you get the other two messages or not? I have no idea if it's going through because I'm not on Wi-Fi here. Please, I'm not going to have my phone for a day, y'all. And I really have to tell you something. Plus, I don't know if you got my text before.
I'm going to be in bed, though. I'm getting your text. I'm going to bed, though.
What did I do or say wrong now? You have no response to what I said? I had something else to say too. I was just with a nurse.
I'm starting to nod off. I'm exhausted. I think getting a dog would be great. You haven't said anything wrong. I'm exhausted.
I can't wait for us to get a dog together. How exciting! We can have so much fun with him or her.
If I don't respond back, it's because I'm asleep. Okay. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Bye, Goosebumps. Please hold me, get out. Nope, no faith. Bye. I can't believe that she's still giving him attitude. Right. Yesterday, my partner got and I got in a small fight, and I found myself asking him a number of times if he was mad at me. Then I thought back to these texts and stopped myself. Thanks, Laura. Oh my God. This is insane. So what you want to say, let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave. I want to see you be brave. I'm scared to go for any treatment because it will try to make me realize that my issues can't be fixed. It's me. Hi. I'm the issue. It's me. She doesn't. I doubt she's getting a service dog too. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say she's just gonna try to get a dog for him. Oh my God. This is 7 a.m. now. This is unhinged. Oh my God.
I wanted to say this. You and your family have been my saviors and guardian angels in what has happened to me. All of you have proven to be amongst the most selfless, caring people my family has ever met, and my parents want to know if they could take everyone out to House of Prime Rib for the holidays so we could show our appreciation and get to know each other better. I took today to write down a lot of reoccurring complaints I have heard you say about me so I can give them in therapy. I want you to know I listen and want to get better. You deserve the best girl on this earth, and I know it's me. I will be a great mother to kids one day, and you will be tremendous dad. I see this fabulous little family filled with so much love and honesty and happiness. And guess what? I'm gonna come out of here the greatest and plant a giant kiss in you. From that moment, you will feel my love and appreciation for you and your struggles. There isn't gonna be another person about you and your family more. My new life goal. Finally, and most important, this is what I want you to acknowledge. And if you could write back to that, I don't need my iPhone angrier. What? I don't
need my iPhone angrier? Ugh.
I love you so deeply. There aren't words for it. I will go to the end of the earth to make your dreams become reality if you need me to. I will be that reliable of a partner, not being the one you have to worry about all the time. I'm gonna be the great Netflix and chill girl, hooking up in lingerie, glacier walking, spontaneous New York Eve kiss. Oh my fucking god. Supportive, understanding, co-dog owner, and eventually wife that you deserve. And that is my life's mission that I will paint tomorrow. I love you more than I have ever loved any man in the world.
This description is every rom-com that's ever existed. I'm gonna be the great Netflix and chill girl, hooking up in lingerie, glacier walking, spontaneous New Year's Eve kissing, supportive, understanding, co-dog owner, and eventually wife that you deserve. I have never had to describe myself as what I'm going to be. It's just who you are. It's who you are as a person. I don't understand. Co-dog owner, right. I don't understand what's happening here.
Could you read that? And could give some hope? I'll ask to check it in the morning before we start therapy.
That all sounds nice. I know it makes you feel better to look ahead, but we need to live in the present while you get help. Just get better, Laura. I don't have
my first appointment until 8, so I get to check my phone. I'm really upset. I was trying to be really nice. I thought that would mean something to you. I mean, to be this fantastic partner for you, and I don't know why that seems to annoy you. It's not that I don't want to live in the present. I was trying to thank you and let you know you deserve the best, and that's what I want to be for you. Please get back to me before I lose my phone. I'm really worried you're upset with me. Please say something, sad face, sad face. I begged for my phone back after the first session. Please get back to me, I can't focus. Please, my next session is at 10, and now I'm really worried you're not getting back. I won't get to check my phone again. Question mark, question mark! Please, I don't feel like I can do this right now because I have clearly pissed you off. I just want to check myself out now. I have fucked everything up. Please say something. I cannot focus at all. I don't understand what I said. Did it mean anything to you? I want to be this great partner, and all that seems to do is frustrate you, and I don't get why. Question mark, question mark! I need to just check myself out. I can't do this. Please, I want to stay and get better, but just feel like I've screwed everything up. Please! Are you okay? Should I text Stephanie? Mike? I'm not even supposed to have a phone at all. I just can't focus on getting better or therapy or anything because I don't know what's going on with you, and if I have screwed up everything, which I think I have, and I hate myself so much. Hello? I have my phone for a bit. I just finished for the day and I'm feeling better, but I'm extremely worried about you. I gotta check my phone one more time. I'm praying nothing happened to you and that your stepdad is getting better. I'm so sorry for what I put you through and care about you more than you know. This place is absolute hell and I will never come back. Please text me as soon as you get this and know how important you are and your happiness is to me. I'm learning the tools to make myself happy and in turn make you happy. I am here at least through tomorrow afternoon, as I don't think I am ready to go home even though the 24-hour hold is lifted. And then I am going to continue really thorough outpatient treatment in the mornings for a while. Will you please keep up your end of the quote boyfriend quote bargain if I stay here longer?
In time, we are still seeing each other.
I thought we were still together! Aren't we? Regardless of the title?
We are still seeing each other. We are still going, and hopefully we are by then. Be thankful for that.
Aren't we still going to Iceland as a couple too?
We are still going, and hopefully we are by then. No. Oh, aren't we still going to Iceland as a couple too? Hold on. I need to take a breather. I need to take a breather because I feel this makes me uncomfortable. She wants a fairy tale, supportive and understanding co-dog owner. This reminds me of Amy from Gone Girl when she was changing herself to fit a man, becoming the cool girl. Right here, but so late. That's okay. Lazy, manipulative, narcissist people want credit for what they intend to accomplish. Good people want credit for their actions. That would put a nail in the coffin for him running off. The things that she thinks will actually push him away. She's scaring me. This makes me feel very... In all the things that I've read, this makes me very uncomfortable. This is not how inpatient works unless she's stuck in the ER. They take phones away. Just get better. This is terrifying. Oh, God. The amount of secondhand embarrassment this gives me is unmatched. I begged for the phone back. They said, anything for you, special Laura. Please, more crickets. Self-regulate. Bacon, look up movie obsession. I don't watch scary movies, but from the previews, yeah. Can you check yourself out if you're on a hold? If it's lifted, you can. She's actually blaming him for not getting help. Well, then you should understand, since you hate yourself, she's in hyperfocus. Yeah, this is, of all the things that we've read, this definitely makes me very uncomfortable. I am stress eating egg salad. Oh my God, then you're going to have stress farts. I'm back and I didn't even quit my job. Hey, good for you. We love that. Imagine how Mike felt. Yeah, love the crickets. I'm sorry about what happened to your nephew. What did I miss? When my nephew was in a hold before he took his life, he had his phone with him and could talk to his mom. They didn't take it from him when he was at CAMH. I'm so sorry. You okay? Such horseshit excuse to get him in. Right. The hellos knock me out every time Bacon does it. Why does she have her phone if the whole point of her... Right. getting help. Don't throw your phone. Don't throw your phone. The texts aren't even to you. Exactly. You know, and that's the thing. Imagine somebody doesn't want to talk to you and you're like, oh, they must be dead. From now on, if I ever DM Bacon, it will be just question marks. I was so scared. If she admitted herself, she can rescind it unless a doc determines that she's a danger to herself and others. Yeah, I can't do scary movies. This is scary enough for me. I'm good. Why did she get the first DVRO with these texts? I don't think that these texts were available during that particular time. Okay. So she wants to know if they're still going to Iceland together.
Are we still going to Iceland as a couple too?
No. You were insane this weekend, and you're forgiven, but this is not forgotten. This will take time to heal.
I was thinking we are now. I'm so upset. I'm so sorry.
You shouldn't be upset. It should be me that's upset. I just don't understand when you say something like that. You don't get that right. I just don't understand when you say something like that. Yes, Mike. Absolutely. You don't get to cause chaos, right? You don't get to start the fire and then be upset that you get burned. I cannot stand shit like that. I cannot. Netflix, where you at? Oh, God, here we go.
Mike, you have meant everything to me. Your well-being, your happiness. I've genuinely tried, and I have failed miserably. I just came to the conclusion last week that I will never get being a good girlfriend, quote-unquote, right, and having a family down the line is the goal I've had for my life since I was little. But I just keep screwing it up, and I've realized that maybe some people are just not meant to live long and have families. I am causing you and your family and my family so much pain by being around, and it's not fair to anyone anymore. For as much as I try, I will always screw up, even though my intentions have always been good. But I don't want you to feel hurt, upset at me all the time, and I really don't think there's anything I can do to rectify my actions. I truly took you and your words this weekend, and I feel absolutely broken. I don't want to go on continuously making mistakes and embarrassing myself, all while unintentionally hurting people on the way. And I've genuinely come to the conclusion that this world and the people in my lives would be a tremendous amount better without me in them. I'm sorry for any pain I have caused, and I promise you I will get rid of myself so there wouldn't be more pain for you and you can find happiness because you deserve it more than anyone I know.
To send a text like this, to put this tremendous amount of weight of your mental health and your stability and your safety on Mike is so sick. It's so sick. And there's so many things. I need Jack. Where's Jack? I've failed miserably. I'll never be able to do this. I keep screwing it up unintentionally. It's still. She's trying to get help and still not acknowledging that any of this is her fault or her doing. We all want you to get better so we can all spend time together. I'm sorry you feel that, but that's ridiculous. You could cause so much pain to everyone if you would cause so much pain to everyone if you ended your life. You need to work on you. If you want us, which is what I've always stated, The mistakes that you're making are from unrealistic expectations and giving ultimatums, which isn't fair to anyone. We all care about you, which is why we spent so much time talking with you this entire weekend. Laura?
I'm just asking for paperwork to check out. I can't do this. And the fact that you guys spent so much time talking to me means the world to me, but it doesn't change the fact that I can't get it right in the area that means the most to me. I literally just can't, no matter how hard I try. I've always dreamed of being this confident girl that you would be so proud to be with and show off, and no matter what I try to do, I'm not her. I know you're not proud to be with me. And you're with me because I forced you into it, rather than because you really want to be with me. I'm not stupid. I don't want to waste your time anymore. It's not fair to you. Another girl can make you so tremendously happy, and I just don't have that capability, as you know you don't want to. I mean, your reaction, even with the Instagram, of being so upset with me, and either or want to like a photo with me. I'm sorry I've been such a pain in your ass. I genuinely just want you to be happy in the future, and I can picture you being this tremendous husband, and father to a family, but I just need to come to terms with the fact that it just won't be my family, and that I did everything I could think to try to make you happy, but it just didn't work. I'm not capable of making you happy.
Laura.
It sucks, too, because I really had wanted to be that girl, but it's too late now. I've screwed it all up, and I'm just gonna go quietly.
Stop. You know, and then, you know, and here's the thing, right? Like, if you would have given me these messages out of context, if you would have sat me down and this was the first like document that I've read about this case, I would have been like, man, this is fucked up. Like, I feel something terrible for this girl. Like, obviously she's, you know, going through something, right? She's really going through it. To know what comes after this, and to know that she drags Mike through the court system, and he goes on to get a wife, and he goes on to become a father, and he goes on to have this happy, loving family. And to watch that chap her ass, and she drags all of them through all of this, not only to punish him, but to punish her, Danielle, and to punish his children. I have to tell you guys, when I tried to speak to Mike on Instagram, and because you can't speak to people if you're not connected with them, and he has a private account, so I requested him. And, you know, I just wanted to make sure that it was okay that we were using his name for the fundraiser. He accepted my friend request, and I opened the account, and I literally, when I opened the account to see his page, I had a lump in my throat from like seeing how beautiful his life is, seeing him with his wife, seeing him with his kids, like, and seeing his beautiful babies. Like, it was just the sweetest thing. And to read all of this, and out of context, if somebody were to come in my stream and be like, dude, you're reading this with absolutely just like no empathy whatsoever, to know that she does all of this and then she just drags him through the mud for the past 10 years is diabolical. It's awful. It's funny, Napkin Lady said she heard Mike say if Lo was dead, maybe she could look down and be right. She's trying to go hard. No, Laura, you really are the girl in my dreams. She doesn't see it. She's trying to guilt him into staying. I'll do the go to trial at the end. Yeah, this is just, yeah, she knows. I mean, and there's some sort of like a awareness there, but it's a very weird thing. I don't even know where to begin with the text, which is why I said to stop. Don't check out because you need help. You put both of our families through a lot this weekend, and to just give up would be a slap in the face to everyone involved. You need to stay in there. If you just relaxed and acted yourself instead of trying so hard, things would probably be different. Focus all of that trying energy into fixing yourself because it benefits not only you, but everyone. We all care about you and want to see you happy and succeed, which is why we spend so much time this weekend. And you know what's really funny about this is reading this text from Mike. Focus all of that trying energy into fixing yourself. If you just relaxed and acted yourself, I don't think she has any idea who she is. I really don't. I think she's trying to be so many things that she doesn't have a clue who she is. The only thing that I know about Laura Owens that is a genuine thing is she likes horses. That's it. I don't know what her likes are. I don't know what her true wants are. I don't know anything about her. I don't think she knows anything about her. I think she's trying so hard to be fucking J-Lo, Jennifer Aniston, like Reese Witherspoon, like any one of these characters in any one of these romantic comedies that she has no idea who Laura Owens is. She's a horse girl. Yeah, she's playing characters. That's very much what it seems like to me.
That's all you have to say to me. That I need to work on myself. All I wanted was a future with you, but I can't do anything fucking right.
What have I always said about a future with me?
And then you tell me the boyfriend stuff was just what you told me to get me in there, and I feel lied to and my heart is broken.
What have I always said about a future with me?
That I need to work on myself.
I said if you better yourself first, then you will better us. The only way for there to be an us is if you better yourself. I'm human and only want the best for you. You gave me an ultimatum. I said if you better yourself, then you will better us.
But you lied to me, and don't actually want to be my boyfriend. I hear the anger you have in your voice when you talk to me. I know you don't love me, or want to show me off, or look forward to doing anything with me. I'm not stupid. I give up.
Like I said, though, if you check out, I'm done. Laura, I don't think you understand what you did this weekend. This isn't some quick thing everyone just gets over. You caused a lot of tension and even a huge fight within my family while we were at the hospital because you had to have answers to your boyfriend and Iceland questions. If you don't get why I made the decision I did, then you must think I have no compassion. I left the room of a dying man because to talk to you for hours and stressed all through the nights because I care so much about you. I told you that earlier and will stand by that. Like I said, though, if you check out, I'm done.
So you don't want to be my boyfriend? Okay.
Dude, she does not care. She does not care what he says. He is laying it all out on the line and she does not care. How do you not get this? I said if you work on yourself, then we can work towards that. By going back and forth, you really don't care and are essentially saying it's all about you.
I guess I stupidly believed you wanted to be with me, and that was motivation for me, big time.
When given an ultimatum, I made the compassionate and logical choice. For you to not see that is fucking mind-boggling to me.
I repeatedly asked you if you were saying that just to get me to go to treatment, and you said no. I kept my end of the bargain to go in. So you don't have faith that I'll get it then.
And us. It's for you. I do, but I'm not doing it immediately. I don't think you'll ever get it, which is the most concerning. Kept my end of the bargain to go in. These repeat a lot.
I get why you aren't wanting to be with me. I'm not dumb. You deserve better.
No, we are.
I have had all these ideas for this wonderful future for us and getting married and having kids and being happy, and I just feel alone in that, and that makes me want to give up. I know you can't see that, and I'm just a fucking loser. But we are together.
No.
Huh? We're not? You said we were, but you weren't saying boyfriend.
That is correct.
We're not together.
No. No, we are. What? Ugh.
So fucking embarrassing for me. And you have nothing to say. It's not even worth me trying. I emotionally hurt so badly right now, and have hurt everyone around me so much. I literally have had this stupid picture in my head for months of us being together forever and having kids and being happy, and I can't figure out how to do that. I just mess up. It's not even worth me trying. I just need to seriously be done. I feel like the worst person in the world for frustrating you so much, and I know you will be better off if I'm not around. Maybe not initially, but in the long run, it will allow you to find happiness with someone else, and you deserve that, so that's what I will do. I guess I will just check out. I have messed up so much. Oh my god, I absolutely hate myself. Please don't do that. Hello? Please. I will do anything. Please call me back for 1 minute. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Please.
No, you're not.
Please. Please, I will do anything. Please, I want to get better.
I am tired. Good Lord. I haven't seen the TED. Is it on YouTube? So it's on True Crime and Wine Times YouTube channel. It was played earlier in the stream, or I have it earlier in the stream. Laura wants to be seen as a victim. She absolutely nothing going on in her own life, creates life story based on life events she never experienced. She's an alien wearing a human suit. That's what it feels like. This whole thing is diabolical, man. This whole thing is like, you see her switching in real time to do whatever she needs to keep him on the hook. She's embarrassed because other people's reactions are her primary reason for doing everything she does. There is no better. A friend asked me to give a review on a book he'd written about grief. Wish I didn't read. Unearthed Many Wounds. My review wasn't great. I think personal experience. Grief is never scripted. Laura, the skin suit is Itchy Owens. Good Lord. It's pointless.
I will do anything.
You will never understand the values to life.
I want to get better. Please.
No.
I will do anything. I am a worthless piece of shit, and I'm sorry you've had to deal with me. Please.
No.
Can you please accept my apology?
Actions speak louder than words.
Are you upset with my family to the point of not wanting to see them? I want to stay here until Wednesday and better myself and be together with you and have a beautiful romantic time in Iceland. Is that a good plan? I can be a great partner. It would mean a lot to me.
Sounds good.
Please just believe in me. I will really try. Just please try not to resent me forever for the weekend. I will work to build your trust up. I care about you more than I can say. And I want to get better so I can better myself and be good to myself and everyone around me, and then we can go step by step the right way. Can we just be partners in that? I'm sorry we have been at each other's throats and want to show you I mean it. I will lose my phone soon, so if you could respond, that would mean a lot. Also, I have one more thing. I'll call you when I get my phone back. I really wanted to share something with you from today. I forgot to tell you that my therapist is wanting me to set aside time at the end of each day to focus on what I am grateful for. I am so incredibly thankful for you and your care towards me.
I find it interesting that she cares about him. How do I explain this? Like, she cares about him in how he affects her. It's not that I'm so grateful for you. It's I'm so grateful for you because of this thing that you have done for me.
It's interesting because one of the things we talked about was quote unquote love and how much anxiety I've had about that in our relationship. It really hit me over the head today that just over this past weekend, you showed me the love more than I have ever felt from any guy. It really got me emotional. I feel your feelings for me, and I didn't want you to think that they went unnoticed. You are so wonderful and appreciated by me, and I promise to show you how lucky and proud I feel to be with you each day. My goal is to each moment with you and appreciate every baby step that eventually leads to big ones. You deserve the world, and I am not just going to try, I am going to give it to you as the great partner you deserve. XOXO.
Yeah, it's like the stages of grief in here. She doesn't know how to frame anything outside of herself. What's sad is there are a lot of people out here, like, if you work long enough in psych, you see it a lot. This is the fastest moving goalpost I've ever seen. She's mentally and emotionally exhausting. Laura has so many elements of various... I don't know anything about that. So I can't. I'll have to look that up. Yes, Laura, all your problems will be solved by Wednesday. Mike's like he didn't end up with a home in the ground. Yeah. Yep. Here come the threats. Let's see. She only cares about herself. Only cares about people as long as they make her feel good about herself. Right. Good grief. If a relationship really is as stressful and hurtful, then walk away. Yeah, I can't imagine going through this in a matter of 6 months. Well, now it's almost the end of the year. I couldn't. I'm out of here. I am out. Audi 3000. I don't know what we did without you. Thanks, Madeline. How many times has she said she's going to be the most amazing partner and is the worst? Right.
I really hope that went through. I'm going to lose my phone soon, and it means a lot that you've read it because it might put a smile on your for you before bed.
I do have to tell you, and maybe it's because I'm hungover and I get, I get emotional when I get hungover. I'm sad. Like, this makes me sad. It's working on me, guys. She's working on me.
Also, one more good thing too, but not sure you're getting this. Let me know if you can respond while I still have my phone. And I have something to tell you that you'll be excited about. Also, I had wanted to let you know that we were invited to these, and that my boss is very understanding and said we can just start again next week. But my text to you is more important. I'm going to talk about what I said and what you said in the morning, in my morning individual session. I know you will be great in your review, and I will be thinking about you. Screenshots. I'd also wanted to let you know. Oh, we read this. Did you get a chance to read it? I'm at a quick break before my next session.
I'm so happy to hear that. You should be grateful for so much, and I'm glad you see that. I'm also excited to hear you're looking forward to the baby steps. Keep trekking ahead. And I've never heard of any of those movies, but I'll check out the trailers. And then that's it. And now we have from Jan to Mike. My boss, I'm eating chocolate. It works on Dementors. Met a therapist's wife right after Low. Oh my God. I didn't realize she was a therapist. Yeah, this whole thing is sad. Like I've gotten to a point right now with this. I'm like, this isn't even funny anymore. Mike, it's Laura, or I'm sorry, Mike, it's Jan. I just got this text from Laura who asked me to contact you and ask you if you could give her another chance. Parapet, I've been your daughter-in-law for 13 years, right? No, 12 years. No, wait, yes, no, 11 years. I've been your daughter-in-law for 11 years, okay? Under what circumstances would you text me? I got a text from Mr. Bears, and I'm asking you if you could give him another chance. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. No, thanks. I'm doing this wrong. Sorry. Mike, is Jan. I got this text from Laura who asked me to contact you and ask if you will give her another chance. She is terribly upset and feels you played her like a fool. She feels you played her like a fool? What? Justice, goddammit, RJ. I have to admit that Ron and I both believed you at the North Beach restaurant when you said you were taking responsibility for the pregnancy and that the timing was wrong. I can see how she didn't think that you were lying and didn't intend to end the relationship when the pregnancy was over. Please read the text she wrote about and consider giving her another chance. And then there's this. Mike recently made the comment to me that he would have said anything in the world to get out of having a child, that he agreed to whatever I want just to not have to have it. This has been weighing on me like a ton of bricks lately, and I absolutely cannot live with myself anymore, the child. It's so funny because if I called, like, let's say I called my mother-in-law, I love how I ask her a question, she disappears from the chat. There she is. First of all, Mr. Bears would never ask me to do that because he's a fully grown adult. Second, if he did, I'd remind him he's a fully grown adult. Also, too, like, you know what's so funny about this? Let's say Mr. Bears did something fucking crazy. If I went to my mother-in-law about something like this, she would be like, you may need to leave. Like, please let me know if you got this. Again, my words get misconstrued. I was 100% truthful with you and Ron when we talked at NB Restaurant. I was supportive throughout the entire process when we were at Tony Robbins, and I told her that if I didn't say that I was going to get married or have a child later on with you, you would have kept the child. She replied with, that's absolutely true. I never said that I was appeasing her at that time. I just told her that she was always giving me an ultimatum and I was tired of receiving the threats. I've been 100% honest throughout this entire process and I'm still here today, months after the operation, even though I'm incredibly unhappy with where we stand. I've been at my breaking point for a long time and have been honest and truthful with her about my feelings. I've told her that this relationship is now unenjoyable and that I don't feel like I'm the right fit for her, though she would disagree with me. I've tried. And somehow this boyfriend girlfriend thing keeps getting brought up. I told her that we have different expectations when it comes to boyfriend and girlfriend. I also told her that we need to work on being happy rather than focusing on I can make that bitter. Focusing on a title. I've never once asked for Iceland, nor did I know she had purchased it. She wanted it to be a surprise for me and never asked me what I was doing over that period of time. I had already purchased a trip a year ago that I was really looking forward to and canceled it because she made me feel guilty. Bottom line is this shouldn't be a surprise to Laura considering I've told her about my unhappiness for the last few months. I'm constantly repeating myself and have finally broken. Oh, Mr. Bear is the best. Parapet for the win. Yeah. If I honestly, if I came to something, I know my mother-in-law, like if I came to something that was insane about my husband, she would be like, I'm going to come up there and help you get out of there. Like she would never be like, you have to stay with my son. And there have been times that I've confided in her, like about arguments or things in my marriage. And she's like, well, this is a discussion you have to have with, Mr. Bears, and, you guys need to, maybe look at it from this perspective or whatever. But yeah, no, it's been wonderful. I understand what you're saying, but could you please call her and be gentle and hear what she is saying? It could mean a lot to us. It could mean a lot to all of us. She wants you to forgive her. Why is she... She's morphing into Cookie Monster. She wants you to forgive her for whatever she's done that's gotten you to this point. Even a fake pregnancy, Jan. I told her that if she betters herself, that I would contemplate a future with her. She is again threatening to commit suicide. Did you go and see her today? She said she has been in her car for the last 4 hours. So did you call her? I'm still on the phone with her. I told her that if she betters herself, that I would contemplate a future with her. She is again threatening to commit suicide. Did you go and see her? So did you call her? I'm still on the phone with her. Okay, great. No, it's not great. She is threatening to kill herself and jump off the bridge. We truly appreciate it. I think she will be in a better mindset if she just gets her medication adjusted, gets some rest, and is off the gluten for a I think she will be in a better mindset if she gets the medication adjusted, gets some rest, and is off gluten for a while. If you can calm her, we would be eternally grateful. She is not acting like herself, and I am certain it is because of meds and gluten and exhaustion. Listen, Stripey Paw, I am not a voice actor, okay? I'm trying to do these things to the best of my ability. And, it's just, I do what I can. It's the gluten. I didn't realize gluten does this to you, actually. Hey, Mike, are you with Laura? We haven't heard anything from you since last night. No, I'm with my family in Sacramento. Did I get the correct report that she is heading home and that you two are back together? She just called us, and Ron and I are looking up hospitals to meet her at. What? She just called us, and Ron and I are looking up hospitals to meet her at. I followed what Ron told me to do to get her back home. Hey, Mike! We wanted to thank you so much for what you did for us and Laura this weekend. You saved her, and we will be forever grateful to you. She is getting treated as an inpatient right now, and then will continue to be treated as outpatient. They're going to change the medication they put her on for anxiety. We would love to take you out to thank you later this week or following if you are available. Does that work? We also know this took a big toll on your family this weekend. Not that we care about them, and we would love to take everyone out to the House of Prime Ribs this holiday seasons. if your mom and sister are in San Francisco. We let Gordon Ramsay cook. Our gluten bloat. Oh, God. My span of students was at risk. All had positive and negative. Why didn't anyone call 911 to get her help? Yeah, I don't know. These people are crazy. I wanted to wait at least 24 hours before responding to you because I was so upset yesterday and this weekend. I'm glad Laura got treatment for a day, but she just informed me that she is checking out and is back to the way she was this weekend, which is very concerning. She somehow still doesn't get that I have been with someone that is actually dying and wants to live another day, yet she wants to end her life out of selfishness. The reason I'm writing to you is to let you that the statements I told Laura this weekend were logical and out of compassion. I was given an ultimatum of, if we are not together, then I'm going to kill myself. Nobody ever wants to be given an ultimatum, especially when death is involved. Ron and I said we needed to do whatever we could to make sure you're the reason I'm writing to you. Oh, here we go. To make sure your daughter came home safely. Yet you told her I was lying to her. I get being a mom, you want to protect your daughter, but I don't get why you do that when Laura was suicidal all weekend. Like I said, I understand you're her mother, but relaying that message caused an incredible amount of stress on me, and in turn, I took it out on my family. With all that being said, I appreciate your offer for dinner and even including my family, but I'm going to have to pass. I care, love, and appreciate Laura, you, Ron, Sarah, and Christian, but I'm still too upset to even think about having a dinner. I'll let my family know about your kind gesture, though. They increased the dosage of Cymbalta, and I think it has had a very bad effect on her. I think it wasn't a good idea, and it has made her very anxious and upset. Please be kind and patient with her, all because of the drug, and she hasn't eaten. So I see Jan listens to nothing either. Good Lord. I understand that and have been kind and patient, but when she doesn't like an answer, she gets thoroughly upset. Good Lord. It's supposed to be Roz, but she's morphed into something else. Oh, my God. That's so sad. Yeah, they don't even care. I have to tell you, if my daughter is suicidal, I'm not calling some guy she's been seeing for 8 months. I'm going to be with my daughter. Again, she just called and asked why I would decline your invitation to dinner. I don't know how we are not all on the same page right now, but we need to be moving forward. If you tell me something that Laura doesn't mean, I tell Laura. There are some things she doesn't need to know, especially in the state that she's in. I didn't say I never want to see anyone again. I respectfully declined the kind of invitation because it's still too fresh and my family is focused on someone who is ill. I totally understand and feel very sorry for whatever your family is going through right now. I'm truly sorry that this has been a distraction. I would just ask for your continued understanding. Oh my God, it's so big. And feel very sorry and patience, as I feel strongly that her current state of mind and tearfulness is due to the medication, which may not have been the right choice for her in the first place and may have compounded her feelings by being increased today. Keeping all of you in our thoughts and prayers, Mike. So sorry for your loss. Please let us know if there's anything we can do. God. Yeah, leave him alone. Please call. So this is from Ron. Please call Laura and promise her anything she wants to keep her alive, and I promise to help you get out as soon as she's safe. Please, now. Mike says she sends me to voicemail every time. Ron replies, we're now telling her that by text. Mike says, done. Ron, please also remember she suffered a concussion last week, and between that and the pills, she's not herself. Mike says, no excuses for these types of actions. I told her what she needed to hear, and I'm going back to rejoin my family in the hospital. Ron, we are desperate to get a hold of her and nothing yet. She said, you are talking. Can you please respond to her? We need her back. Ron, I've done everything for you guys all day while my stepfather is dying, yet you both don't have the decency to call me back. This is getting ridiculous. Good for you, Mike. I feel like, Ron says, I feel like absolute shit reading your text. I am so sorry. I had no idea that your stepfather was dying, and you are absolutely right. I didn't realize my ringer was off until now. I will call you back tonight when she is safe. What grown-ass man says this? I am so sorry. Who says that? Nobody. So then Mike says, and thank you for sending me the flowers to my family. That means a lot. Ron, sounds great. Glad you all like them. Mike, please be a man and talk. And then it cuts off. And then we're back at Jan. I understand that you're saying, but you could please call her and be gentle and hear what she is saying. It would mean a lot to all of us. I already read this. Hold on. Okay, we already read this one. I'm in my family with Sacramento. So this is Laura. Oh, so this is when she tells her mom, Mike recently made the comment to me that he wanted to get out of the pregnancy. And he's talking about breaking up with her. Okay, so we read those. Good Lord. Okay. Where are we for tomorrow? Tomorrow is Tuesday, which will be an 8:30 stream in the morning because that's when my kids go to school. So that will be 8:30. Tomorrow is Laura threatened suicide multiple times. So we're at 12, 14, 16. Laura claims to have had a counseling session. Okay, introspection. And then it'll be image 126. So that's what we're going to leave off today. Actually, hold on. How much is this? Oh, fuck. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. God damn it. Yeah, please be a man. That's what this says, but then it cuts off. Hold on. If you go down here, where is it? Gotten you two at this point. Hi, Mike. Wanted to thank you so much. This is from Jan. This is Jan. Yeah, see, look it. Mike, right here. Please be a man and talk. And then it just cuts off. Need to leave the guy alone and take her to the hospital. I don't understand why we're spending all this time texting Mike. Fire Elmo. Exactly. I don't understand why we're spending all this time texting Mike. If this were my daughter, you're not going to get a hold of me. I'm going to be in the hospital. I'll see you when I see you. I'll sleep on a bench in the waiting room. I need to figure out what's going on with my baby. That's it. I don't care if she's 35. I don't care if she's 85. I'm not going to, and then to text him but not take a phone call with him. That's the other thing. Is it them? How much of it is not them? Last weekend she competed in the Las Vegas National. That was not last week. Oh. That was her last show of 2016. Huh. The Voice. I'm so sorry. I'm trying. I don't know. I don't believe Ron ever wrote anything himself or wrote everything himself. Why was Ron's ringer off if he was desperate to hear from Laura? Great point. Nothing makes me madder. Right. Why won't they call him back? Oh, I wonder. Right. And also he's going through something. I don't understand. Like, this man is not allowed to experience anything. He's going through something of his own. And they're like, yeah, we don't care. Because we're going through something of our own. Like, I don't understand any of this. Laura alone in her bedroom texting Mike from her parents' phones the whole time. I just imagine her. Have you ever seen those TikTok things where they like they sell like a bunch of different phones and there's just like so many phones in the background? Because they know she's lying. She's done this how many times before? The whole family comes off as emotional leeches. They want Mike to take charge and be responsible. Oh my God, it's crazy to me. I don't understand. I don't understand how you raise a person like this. The more I despise their parenting of a grown woman. Right, okay, thank you for taking that right out of my mouth. That's always a way to get someone to help you by telling them to be a man. Ugh. Good Lord. Trace is on the case. I love that. My son loves Paw Patrol. And I have to tell you, Chase is on the case was the first sentence that I ever heard, and I had it on video because we were just playing and I had the video set up so he could see him, and I was like, Chase is on the case. And he was, Chase is on the case. And that was the first time that I ever heard him say a sentence. And I still have it. And I'm like, my whole heart. Oh, so cute. And then I just like screamed. I was like, yeah! I think Laura has phone apps pretending it's her parents' number. We know she creates phone numbers. Anyways, all right. You guys are the best. I'm going to go. I got to clean up my house. We have some change in schedules, so I got to get some stuff ready for tonight. And then I will be back on tomorrow. Tomorrow is an early stream. It is at 8:30. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday will be at 11 o'clock. Because she had to surpass his stepfather. I don't know. Probably. Because here's the thing, Parapet, right? She wants to be picked. She wants to know that Mike will leave that hospital to go get her. Who is more important to you? Me or them? Pick. Anyways. All right. One for leaving. Because that's what we do. We tell Laura to go to trial. Laura Owens. Do it, do it. We believe you. Tell your story. Go to trial. You're not a liar. We believe you. Do it, do it. Oh, yeah. Hey, Laura Owens. Go to trial. We believe you. Everybody else is lying. Go to trial. Laura Owens, you can do it. We believe you. Oh, God. All right, you guys. You guys are the best. I will see you tomorrow bright and early. Bye-bye. Wait, if you haven't already liked the stream, please do so. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. Okay, love you. Bye.